Hello, everybody. Back at it again with another episode. Very cool.
And it's already cringy.
And it's, dude, every time,
It's
every
the
time.
first sentence. God
Dude,
damn it.
the first sentence is always the hardest, everybody. Anyways, it's like walking up to a girl that you want to talk to. The first sentence is always the hardest. You walk up to her and you're like, "Hey, can we go make sandwiches together?" And then she dumps you. Like, there's nothing you could have done in that situation.
Wow.
The first sentence was always going to be bad. You just so happen to pick the worst out of like many. But
what the hell does that have to do with anything?
It's fine. Anyways, Kill a Kill.
Kill a Kill.
Big episode.
All right, I need you to be mature about this one.
Dude, listen here. Kill a Kill. Anyways.
What a great show, though. I really enjoyed it.
I know. I love the show. Watch it many a time. So how okay, let's start out very soft, very calm. We're gonna start out with episode 1. We're gonna start out with this introduction scene, right, where they introduce you to what a Goku uniform is
right out of the gate.
Yeah, and what like this whole school
at the
is.
Speed of friggin' sound.
Yes,
immediately
literally
they're just
instantly.
They're throwing information at you.
Yep.
At the speed of light.
And I'd say they do a pretty damn good job.
Oh, it's hilarious. I love it.
It's really funny. It's not like, oh yes, this is a thing, I'm now going to shove it down your throat. They are like, this is a thing, I'm going to shove it down your throat and then give you a nice glass of water to drink it down with. Okay. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Great analogy.
Thank you.
10 out of 10.
20 out of 30.
If we're talking about episode 1, I watched it like 3 times just because I couldn't get, like, I didn't know what to talk about it. But then I noticed that she bites a lemon.
She does bite a
peel
lemon.
It all.
Yep.
Do people do that?
Nobody
Ever?
does that.
Why does that happen?
Why would anybody do that?
Why did that happen?
Do that?
Sorry, go.
Dude, the only people who would do that are pirates when they're trying to stop scurvy. And if anything, they would bite a lime instead of a lemon. God.
Why do you say pirates and not the actual people that historically did it?
Listen, it's like pirates. God. All right, your turn. What's up?
Oh my god, I just think episode 1 is beautiful. It's so fantastic. Stupid and so quick, and there's so many great lines. My favorite being Mako's little brother saying, "I ain't got time for compulsory education," and while he's walking away from trying to mug someone.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely amazing. I love the whole Maka family. Got him.
That was a tough one for you.
It was. Yes, it was. Their family, really funny.
Oh, they're great. They really, you tell right off the gate that they're going to be the big personality of the show, and they're gonna really keep you interested because they're just such an odd. There's an odd bunch of characters that add a lot.
Yeah, it's a very like odd addition to the show,
but it really works. They really add a lot, and characters like that really is what makes this show so good because there's a lot of characters.
Absolutely,
and they come and go
good amount
so quickly.
Yeah, like let's hop into episode 1 and 2. Like conjoined, where we see boxing club guy and tennis club girl.
Right.
You're like, oh, these guys are some personalities, and then they're gone.
We don't see them until like episode 24 when they like come out of the covers. Like
22, 23. Because then they suck them out, and they're like, oh, hey, look, it's these people from the beginning. Remember
these guys? And I'm like,
no, I don't.
But they're good characters, and they just had. I don't understand.
Dude, it's because they were good characters, but they've served their purpose and usefulness.
They're God. Plot no longer needs them. So they're just
absolutely.
Like, oh man,
dude, every character is kind of like a foil for Ryuko to just become stronger.
Yeah, which I mean. That goes back to the whole like heroes arc thing that you learn about in like what grade 4 English, at least in the Canadian system, where it's the man. Grade 4. I loved grade 4 English.
Yeah,
I couldn't spell and I had a
that.
speech impediment, so you know damn well that I enjoyed it.
Dude, I love grade 4 English because I was the talk of the town. I was on like a 6th grade reading level in grade 4, and they're like, man,
I
this
was
kid's insane.
absolutely not.
I'm sorry you were literally illiterate, Cole, in grade 4. Man, unfortunate. Let's pop into some more of episode 2 stuff. So first of all, in episode 1, you really get like you get the whole the teacher isn't actually the teacher thing, because you're like, oh, he's just a weird teacher, and then he sets up the whole like her meeting Senketsu thing.
Oh yeah,
I
love that. I thought that was great. That was
amazing.
So like, because immediately out of the gate they're making you think, oh, what's going on? Which in a show like this isn't necessary. That's not why I watch this. I don't care, but they do it well. It adds so much that it works.
It does. It's really good.
Sorry, keep going. You're
going
on a roll there.
Basically, so they add him in. He's surprised. Wow, this guy's not who he is. I wonder who he is. I wonder if we're gonna get introduced to him later. That's pretty cool. But she then goes in with the new suit, and then big reveal time, has to save Maka from getting turned into a shrimp.
That's my other question. In one of the later episodes, he says that Ryuko would have gotten in trouble for like indecent exposure or something like that. But they allow a public execution.
So that's not indecent exposure. That's like, a public execution.
Is there even police? Who's policing?
Dude, you think anybody knows the rules? In episode 2, they were like, screw the whole fighting stuff. You're now playing a game of tennis. If you don't follow the tennis rules, you're out of here.
It's so dumb that I know. Watching it for the first time, I was like, that is so stupid to the point that it's absolutely hilarious. It's so dumb. You're standing on the tennis court, so we have to have a tennis match. Yes. What? Dude, but it works, and they do it so well that it works. Like, you can't take it seriously.
You cannot, and that's why
there's no way. And I think that's the big charm of this show, is that like you just can't take it seriously. You just have to go with it and let it take you on a ride. Like,
yeah,
it's going to take you on a friggin' journey.
It always does. It's amazing. Oh my gosh.
But I love it so much. Right away, we're also introduced to the whole like your popularity in the school or your power within the school like changes your lifestyle. Like, what? Who came up with that? I want to speak to whose idea that was, because he was on a whole other level than the rest of us when it comes to just stupid ideas that are funny enough that it works.
That is true.
Also, episode 2, I noticed that Senketsu says in your language at one point when he's trying to describe something, yet he never speaks another language.
I mean,
he only speaks Japanese.
Dude, you don't really have to. You know what?
He's your language.
It's fine. He really did it.
What language is he going to speak?
I don't know.
Can he speak to other Kamuis? Apparently not, because he probably would have been cursing out Junecats from the very beginning.
Dude, I'm very confused, because he's never like talked to Kamui, I don't think, ever.
Never.
That's weird.
So what language?
So what language does he know?
What language? And who is he speaking that language to?
He knows English, because that's the trope. Everybody knows English everywhere. If you don't know English,
it's Star Trek all over again, where every alien race knows English for some reason.
Absolutely.
Oh man,
dude, plot hole. Never heard of the thing.
Plot consistency. Never spoke to her.
Nope.
Oh my god.
So let's hop into like big reveal was crazy, because it's like, oh my gosh, she's wearing inappropriate clothing, and then the boxer's like, oh yes, I must match your decency with my own, as he's like removing his shorts, and it's like, dog. and then he gets his shit kicked.
That I hated. That made me so uncomfortable.
Dude, I think it's specifically
me-
there to make you uncomfortable,
that made me
and it did an excellent job.
Extremely uncomfortable to the
Yeah.
point where I almost turned off the show.
Oh wow, look at me,
I
I'm
was-
Cole, I'm a baby.
I wasn't ready for it. It just kind of came out of nowhere.
That's fair. It certainly does just kind of show up, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh. But yeah,
Also,
it's
are
fine.
we gonna talk about something that whenever
Mhm.
she gets like her shit kicked in, and then I can't remember his name, the teacher there.
We're gonna call him Teach.
We're gonna call him Teach because I cannot remember his name for the
Dude.
life of me.
Whew.
Doesn't he like put bandages like over her clothes at one point? Like whenever he's fixing her up, and I'm like, what?
Yes,
What?
he does.
Makes absolutely no sense.
Dude, I think it is fine because you know what? It's Senketsu's like a person almost.
Which another thing about the people though, like the whole right from episode 2, we're thrown into that whole like people are pigs in human clothes thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's been done so many times.
Has it?
Yeah. Like that style of line has been done like a million
That's understandable,
times.
that style of line. But I mean, they always say it in a sense like humans are just awful beings in like they're all disguised as humans. And what a human is something so great that everybody else is a pig like everybody's a pig in comparison to what an ideal human is. But in this sense, it's more of like all humans are human. However, in comparison to what a life fiber is, they're pigs. You know what I'm saying?
What do you define as ideal human?
I don't know. Someone who can.
Am I an ideal human, Connor?
Probably not. I'm not an ideal human. I don't know. Ideal humans probably
I'm
like
an asshole. So
Gandhi or
I'm
something.
definitely
I don't know.
Gandhi.
Dude, like I don't know. Gandhi in his prime when he was like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna be a cool guy."
You think Keko the gecko is an ideal human?
No, he's a goddamn gecko, Cole. He cannot be a human. Dude,
Okay.
he's a gecko in human clothing.
He's a gecko in human clothing.
Anyways, Jesus.
That would make
Bring the
that
Keko the
line
gecko.
alone would have made the show a 10 out of 10 for me if she looked directly at the camera and said,
Gecko in human
Gecko is just a
clothing,
gecko in human clothing.
And then hyphened it. That was for you, Cole. Like whispered.
That would have made it a 10 out of 10. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I would
Okay.
have turned it off. -10, please. Get him out of here.
Oh,
I don't like the
It's Akuro, I think. I think that's the teacher's name.
Aiko
Akuro?
Mikisugi.
I think that's it.
Definitely didn't look him up and was gonna be like, oh, hey, isn't it Mikisugi?
You looked it up.
Definitely didn't look it up yet.
In episode 3, I can't read Japanese, obviously. I don't think you can either.
I cannot.
But reading that little note that he gives Ryuko on the back of Mako, I think he signs his name with like a little heart. I thought that was adorable.
Yeah, it's cute. It's cute as hell.
I thought that was absolutely adorable.
Dude,
oh my
I think
God.
he is an adorable character.
Oh, it's so stupid, but it's
he's
so
like
funny.
the perfect embodiment of what he stands for.
Yeah.
Of like the nudist speech. Like he's the perfect embodiment of a character. Like if you got introduced to any of the characters and we're like, oh, this is nudist speech, this is the people. There's only really 2 characters that could introduce it, which is him and the guy with the gun. God, is his name like Homer or something?
I knew it. I literally wrote it down going into this, and I was like, "Oh, I'll remember it," and then I deleted it, and now I can't remember it for the life of me.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Sumigu, I think. Sumigu.
That is something. Sanagayama.
Sanagayama, is that it?
Uzu Sanagayama? No.
No, Sanagayama is
the other
Blade
guy.
Regalia guy.
Give me a second. Steelers, man.
It starts with a T. It's like a TS.
Hold on.
I just call him Gun Guy.
I know, that's what I called him.
I'm brutal
I was like,
with
oh,
names.
hey, Gun Guy, thanks for showing up. He's not like super important, but he's just kind of there. Yeah,
I like him
Tsumugu
as a character. I
Kinagasi.
think he adds like a nice little separate personality from the rest of the characters. Because everyone's so
True.
happy-go-lucky and just like going with the flow, and then he's here like, I'm going to tell you 2 pieces of information, and it's just like, okay, whoa,
Yeah, okay,
chill,
buddy.
buddy.
How's it going? Are you telling me? Are you telling me you don't love that?
Oh, I think it's great.
Okay.
I think it's absolutely great. It's such a different tone from the rest of the characters.
It is. It
perfect.
really is.
Another thing in episode 3 that I love is the whenever they're trying to do that experiment with the making like the uniform with 50% life fibers, and they're making like a whole ass science experiment out of it.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
I really like how they set it up, right? Put like little patches, stitch them together on this random guy. If you're gonna show off 50%, why not do it to someone who isn't just a rando?
Yeah, why would you do it to a random dude who you have no idea how much he's gonna handle it?
Yeah, exactly. I would have been like, hey, you're a Gamagori, get over here.
Gamagori
Tossing it into the 50.
I love Gamagori, man.
He's
a great
awesome.
character.
He's so serious, but he's such a clown at the same time because of how serious he is.
You cannot like you have to take him seriously, but you just cannot.
Yeah, I know. It's
like,
awesome.
It's so overdone, and just the voice acting on the Japanese voice actor absolutely killed the game with his voice acting.
Is crazy.
It's perfectly done.
Oh my gosh. What was I gonna say? A great example of how he's like so unbelievably serious, but he's so like just a funny guy, because he straight up clashes a lot with Mako, because she's like strong headed, you know. Gamagori also strong headed. They just butt heads sometimes. Like the very first time you really get to see that is when Gamagori calls out Ryuko for wearing pajamas when she has to do like the no
which is
light
one
day.
of my favorite episodes.
It's such a good episode.
4. It's a complete filler episode.
It is,
but it's so good. It's so friggin' good.
Dude, but even the filler episodes have something. Like I think somehow in the filler episodes something progressed.
Yeah.
Like you learn about something new and you're like, whoa, wait a second.
Yeah, even like the filler episodes had something to it, which it's just so well done. But I think the reason I love episode 4 so much because it has my favorite line in this entire series.
Okay.
And that's when Mako's dad's going to bring Senketsu to Ryuko there, and everyone in front of them, he yells out, "If anyone gets in the way, I will give them a cesarean, even if it's a guy." What? Excuse me?
I like that. Cesarean's a C-section, right?
Oh my god, good. Yes, of course. Yes, that's what it is, Connor.
Shut up. I'm not a doctor. Get him out of here. I ain't no surgeon.
All you hear is just...
Listen. I wouldn't even be able to spell the word. Get him out of here.
Oh, man.
Man. Episode 4, good episode. Let's hop into episode 5. That's the one where Mr. Gun Guy...
I want to talk more about episode 4
let's talk about it. Yeah, since it's your favorite episode.
My favorite. I want to give this a second.
Okay, yeah.
Whenever they go to steal that bus, right? Which is one of the best scenes.
Oh, yeah, that's hilarious.
So hilarious. Whenever they go, there's a mother there breastfeeding a child, calls on the phone saying that they hijacked the bus, and then pulls out a Tommy gun.
Yep.
What?
And then starts shooting next to her child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, you ever heard of tinnitus?
Yeah, I have tinnitus. I'm fully aware.
Yeah, that baby gonna be a tinnitus baby.
Funny story. Me and Connor were working on some writing one day. His fan turned on for a second, and I was literally out for the count for a solid 15 minutes because my tinnitus kicked up to like year 5.
I looked at the man.
Rendered me incapable of sitting up straight.
I looked at the man and I saw him like grasp his ear, and I'm like, oh, he's just dead. He's gone.
Done for. Absolutely done for.
Because I heard the like faint like fan like starting sound, And I was like, oh, I guess something like went off. I look at Cole, he's just dying there, just like grasping his ear like it's about to
Oh my
explode.
god.
And
It
I'm
was
like,
just,
oh
I
shit.
don't know what happened. It was just, there was something about it that my ear was just like, nope.
Yeah, your ear's like, that's the wrong frequency, buddy. And then just
The
killed you.
wrong frequency.
Man.
That's
All right,
a
dude.
licks finger, puts finger in the air. That's an A minor. Oh my god.
Was it? Oh, bus scene. Absolutely
Oh,
amazing.
it's so perfect. And like the whole fake school thing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like
The last trap. Oh, it's a fake school.
that
Sends
was
you all the way back to the
so
beginning.
absolutely genius. It
I
was
mean,
so
I don't
dumb.
know. I
Just the
personally
thought of
wouldn't
having
fall
these
for it.
massive traps in them coming out of the city. What?
Yeah, the city splits and then like just big roads pop out of it.
The
And you're like,
first time I
what? And then
watched
the roads
it,
are trapped.
the first time I watched this show,
Mm-hmm.
this was the point where I was like, okay, this show does not give a shit.
Dude,
It doesn't
did you
care
notice?
about physics or logic. It's
Did you
just going to
notice?
do its thing.
It does. Did you notice in like 2 minutes? Like there's a trap that took them like 2 minutes to pass or something, and then they're like, "Oh, 1 out of 999,
Yep.
crazy." And I'm
Yep.
like, "What?"
You have 3 hours. That took you 2 minutes. It's 990. I'm doing the math in my brain and it's not computing.
Yeah, something's not locking up here.
Oh my god. And then it doesn't
Something
even
tells
matter
me
because they
they
just go
don't
on that
stand a
whole
goddamn chance.
they just go on that whole like
Yeah,
trolley thing there. It doesn't matter.
the
Why didn't you do that from the
instant
start?
transport, like, yeah, no.
Also, I'm pretty sure she just like kills like 50 students
Apparently
by doing
Mako was
that.
just like, "Oh, this is awesome thing." Oh yeah,
Like she just runs a trolley into a
I
room
don't even
full of
understand.
children. Like
Yes.
that's
Can we also point
manslaughter.
out that who's using that trolley?
It's true. Where does it go?
Because like the only people down in the slums are like no star students.
Yep.
What did like? And that's a very fancy trolley for like what was it, like 2-star only students like
Yeah.
looking as. Yeah. What the hell is it doing in the like slums up to like the area? Do 2-star people just go to the slums via cart?
Via trolley cart.
Via trolley cart?
Oh man. Anyway, that episode's like one of my favorites. It's so
That
good.
episode's really
It's
good.
so wacky and just so stupid, and it made me laugh the entire time. It was so
The art
friggin'
style
good.
really came in clutch for the steal the car scene, because you get to
Yes.
see these crazy like colors. I think what was it? Some symphony was playing.
Is this still episode 4?
This is still episode 4. The
They
symphony
really
starts
use
playing
some really
as they're
good
driving.
classical music.
They do use a lot of
compositions
classical
that
music,
I
and it's very
absolutely love.
nice.
I'll get to that in one of them. I pointed out one of them that I thought was a really good choice, but I don't remember where I put it. We'll
Very
get there
nice.
eventually. We'll get there
We'll get
eventually.
there.
I have my
So-
thoughts on the music.
There was a scene where it was like, oh, RPG. The girl in the cast, her arm does a full like stationary 360-degree smack of the button, like completely stiff, spins around like you spun like a little toy around, and then hits the button, and then the little machine gun thing comes down and protects Mako. And looking at that, you're like, this is crazy. Because they could have made this like crazy button press, but it's so just like nonsensical. Like
Yep.
it's so well made in the sense that like when I'm looking at this, I'm amazed. I'm like, wow, this catches your
perfect.
attention.
It's so perfect because it's so blatantly stupid
Yes.
that it's hilarious. Because it's just like, why would they do it this way?
Mhm.
This is supposed to be an action anime, and the entire time I'm pissing myself laughing. Like,
Dude, to be fair, it's pretty comedy centered.
True, yeah. Honestly, yeah. The fight scenes I could take or leave, honestly.
Hey, I think some of them were well done.
Some of them are good, but some of them are just a waste of my time. Like,
Dude, I think they're really well made artistically. I think they're crazy cool. And I also think that the Elite Four fights were pretty funny.
I have one problem with the one Elite Four fight. I think it's episode
Mhm.
6 or 7, where
Yes.
they're going against can't think of his name. Blade Regalia guy.
Yeah, Uzu.
Uzu there, yeah.
Uzu Sanagayama.
Okay, he has like those eyes all over his uniform, right?
Yes.
Yet he loses whenever Ryuko covers only his 2 actual ones.
Listen.
I was a little confused.
Listen.
Like,
I mean,
am I the only one that thought that made no sense, or did I miss something? Like,
you didn't really miss anything. No, you just
also, his first he
yeah.
loses a fight. His first idea is, I'm gonna go to the sewing club, and they're gonna sew my eyes shut.
My eyes shut. Dude,
What?
that was baller as hell. He relied too much on his eyes, so then he just got rid of them.
God, it was just why? Why is that your first idea? Also, we completely skipped episode 5. I'm so sorry.
Dude,
I know it's only the ones you like.
I did like episode 5 a bit.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge fan of episode 5.
Really, I think
I thought it
really
was
fun.
I mean, it introduces what's his face, gun guy, but like,
thank you.
I'm not gonna remember his name. Yeah, don't even bother.
All right. I'm just gonna call him Sumugu because that's his name. Definitely don't have a thing open, but they introduce him. He shows up literally out of nowhere, destroys Ryuko.
Yeah, he's badass as hell.
Absolutely obliterates her. He just stops her before she can turn into a thing. And even before that, he goes and he just like bodies the plant gardening club.
Yeah, he won the fight before it started.
Yeah,
like he went in there. He knew exactly what he was doing. No one was going to get his way, especially not the gardening club.
No. Dude, and it was so amazing because then it's like, oh, gardening club wants revenge, and then like 2 other clubs also join in to like defeat him, and you're like, oh, understandable. So this is actually just like a straight up like 4v1 against him in the sense of
he wins.
3 clubs and Ryuko,
and he wins,
and
he litters the hall with all of them,
with all their like unconscious corpses. I know that contradicts itself.
Shit. And they don't show it. Yeah. So you just get to the hall and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, you get to the hall. She walks in and then Senketsu's like, Ryuko. And then she looks around and it's just, they're like crucified basically. They're hanging from the rafters. Like
Senketsu's kind of an asshole. He's just like, yeah.
Senketsu's awesome.
You have to like take 2 centimeters off your waist. Burn him.
Dude.
See how he likes it then.
Dude, listen. If I was being warned by someone, I wouldn't want to get stretched out. You know what I'm saying? And I would want to keep my nice folds. Feminine I don't know physique. How that you'd say that. But if I was a pair of clothing, I would absolutely be like, hey, listen, I'm gonna need you to like cut out.
I was a sailor uniform that was actually an alien.
Dude, I know, right? If I was a sailor uniform that was actually an alien, I would be on Iragamagori. He's he's my type, you know what I'm saying? Anyways.
I hate the fact that you just said that to me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
All right, let's hop back into episode 5.
I have to debate if I can leave that in.
No, that's fine. Let's talk about episode 5 some more, because I really like how he just destroys everybody, and then it's like, oh yes, I've now got you in the bathroom. You're trapped. I'm going to now tell you, take your goddamn clothes off. You know, in the sense of, I'm gonna kill your shirt, your sailor uniform. I'm gonna burn it.
I'm gonna shoot your shirt.
I'm gonna shoot your shirt. But he goes in, and then Mako, out of nowhere, left field, out of the stall, just shows up and is like, hey, you can't do that.
Honestly, like, it's at this point where I start getting friggin' annoyed by Mako.
Dude, Mako's awesome. She's everywhere and nowhere all at once, and she's always everywhere important.
Sometimes it's funny, but sometimes I'm just like, oh my god.
Dude, it's always funny. What you talking about?
Like, let them have a fight scene. I swear.
It's kind of obnoxious when she interrupts fights, but I love it because she interrupts the fights, gives like the best commentary she could possibly give. and then you get back to the fight and you're like, hell yeah.
It's just,
But,
it gets very friggin' annoying.
Dude, let's talk about a serious scene real quick, because there's a very serious scene in episode 5.
There's very few serious scenes in this show.
Yeah, so I'm going to address one of them that is like crazy, right? So Mr. Guy talks about how it was his wife, right?
It was
No,
his
sister.
wife or his like fiance or something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Someone he loved dearly. And he gives off his story of how you cannot trust clothing. It will turn on you and like devour you and you will die. And
damn, I was genuinely kind of sad whenever like in the later episode it's revealed what happened. I was just like, damn, my guy was just trying to like, that guy was giving good advice.
Yeah, he was. And it's just really sad. It's like, oh, but he says this, and then Senketsu out here like, oh, time to jump off Ryuko's body to protect her. But then he's like, oh, you know, look at him. He's just gonna run away at the first chance he gets, and then she defends him, whatnot. Mako shows up, gives Ryuko back her uniform, and says, "Hey, you don't scuff it up, you bastard. This is her only pair of clothing, other than her pajamas, of course."
Did she not have any other clothes? What clothes did she wear there?
Wait, no. She wore 3 outfits in total, I think, the entire show.
Well, are we counting?
Or no,
Genketsu?
4 outfits.
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna count Senketsu. So there's original uniform that she shows up with. Then it's Senketsu. Then, oh no, pajamas. 5. She actually wore quite an amount of clothing. You don't typically see that, but
I mean, you know, it is a show about clothing.
Yeah, but like she's got the one thing, you know. But anyways, she wore Senketsu. Then she wore what happened? Senketsu, her pajamas. Then it's when Senketsu gets destroyed, she wears a tracksuit. Goes on her like bike.
The tracksuit looked bomb as hell.
It did look bomb as hell. Tracksuit and
the
like
tracksuit
Senketsu scarf.
There's the red tracksuit, the red Senketsu scarf, and those freaking sunglasses.
And the motorcycle.
Like, whoa.
Dude, that motorcycle.
So dope.
Yeah. No, she's awesome. She is a crazy dope character. What was I gonna say? And then finally she wore Junketsu. And that is everything she's ever worn and throughout the entire show, I think.
Sad.
Why did you say sad?
Homie has 5 different outfits and 2 of them are alive.
Homie has 5 different outfits and one of them literally brainwashed her. Unfortunate.
And one of them she can hear talk.
Yeah. That's so funny. Dude.
Like
oh, speaking of talk, back to episode 5, because I really enjoyed this episode actually. But when he's going to take Senketsu and he's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna hurt you, blah blah blah. You're taking the Senketsu, and then Senketsu jumps off of her, grabs his collar, and then it's like, hey, if you lay a finger on her, I'm gonna kill you. And then you're like, whoa. And then the guy's like, oh shit.
Wait, did he hear that?
It just threatened me. Yeah. How did he hear that, first of all?
Are we going to go back to that? Because I thought it was only Ryuko and then Satsuki in the one episode.
Satsuki couldn't even hear him, actually, I don't think. Wait, which episode are you talking about?
One of the later ones. Doesn't she, like... It might have been the last episode, but doesn't
she puts him on, right?
Yeah, that's episode like 23 or 22 or something like that.
Yeah, but they don't really like talk to each other.
But I think she says at one point, like,
and then he just does the thing, and that's why in that one fight against Ryuko when she's wearing Junketsu and then Satsuki,
which is the best fight scene.
Very good.
That is still the best fight scene.
But
I loved it.
That's why Ryuko takes advantage of the split second like interval where, you know, she has to say something and then
we just jump like 20 episodes.
I know, but you know what? I was just talking about clothing. It's fine. We'll hop back because episode 5 is now done. Let's hop in episode 6.
Episode 6, I didn't like episode 6 much. I found it.
You didn't like episode 6. Episode 6 was the Uzu duel.
Yeah, it was the Uzu fight.
I agree. I don't like Uzu actually all that much as a character. I think he's kind of whiny.
Mind him. Why does he use a bamboo stick? Like, I know that's
'Cause you
like
can't
a
just use an
traditional
actual
Japanese
sword.
weapon, blah 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 blah. But give the guy a sword.
No, you can't use an actual sword. Name me a character that uses an actual sword. Shut up.
Literally almost
I
all
know
of
that like
them.
half of them do.
Two of them will have ones that look like scissors.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, they
Which I
are
thought was I
scissors.
thought that was
They are
really cool
scissors,
actually.
Cole.
I know. Christ, shut up.
Also, what the hell? Why is she just like, oh, check it out. I've learned how to control the scissor blade. I can now shrink it. What?
Yeah, they never really explain that, do
And then
they?
she's
She's
like,
just like,
oh,
hey,
also,
watch this.
yeah, she's also like, oh, decapitation mode. And the scissor like pulls out like opens up,
Another
pulls out
scissor.
another scissor like edge, and then puts it all the way at the tip just to make it that little bit longer. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Okay.
okay.
They never
What
explain it.
No,
They
they don't.
never
I
explain
think
it.
it's funny.
Makes
I think it's
sense.
hilarious because it's just there, and it's not even like that important of a thing. Like it's not super used. She could have just been like, she could have said decapitation mode and just like turn the sword around or something, like the scissor around.
Did something that was way less flashy, but no,
Yeah,
they're like, you know what we're gonna do?
dude,
You know what we're gonna
this
do? We're gonna
show
defy physics.
absolutely.
Does
This
that mean
show
the
is
scissor blade's
absolutely
hollow?
for real. It means that it's malleable. I don't know.
That's odd. I'm trying to figure. I've been thinking about this. I'm trying to figure out how it could be made.
Dude,
My
you're
little
thinking
tiny
about
baby
this.
boy
Oh, how
brain
could it
can't
be made?
figure it
How
out.
can clothing that transform into other clothing be made? The answer is alien life form.
How can we shrink metal? No, it's made out of like clay fiber, right? I don't know, man. It's so
The
confusing.
scissor blade?
Yeah.
Nah. It's
What is it?
made out of something that can cut it though. I think. It's just described, oh yes, this can cut life fibers. Cool.
Also,
Like what?
I'm going to throw this out there while we're on the subject of swords. Until episode, I think 17, I
Yeah.
thought Satsuki's sword was called Bakugan, and I was like, what?
Dude,
they just stole its
in an
name.
awesome cameo.
And I was like, oh.
You're like, hold on.
I was like, how the hell did they get the
What's
rights to
Bakugan
that? What
doing
the
in
hell?
here?
Absolutely lost.
Yeah. Man, hilarious.
Oh my god. Anyways, episode 7. Episode 6 sucked. Episode
Yeah,
7.
like you're episode 7. Screw 6.
Dude, it wasn't a
Kinda
good
sucked.
episode. I didn't like. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of episode 7 either.
In episode
It's
6,
fine.
it's like, oh yes, look at me. Episode 6. She's now gonna fight her first Elite Four member. Wow. She bodies him.
Yeah, she does. She
then-
absolutely annihilates him.
Yeah,
He's
no,
supposed to be the one that
she
fights.
destroys him. She's supposed to be Elite Four.
He's the athletic one.
Yeah.
He's the one with the friggin' sword. Like,
Yeah.
the other one plays music. The other one's a nerd, and the one of them's just super big.
One disciplinary committee.
Sorry.
Listen,
Disciplinary committee.
disciplinary committee. But
Oh my god.
man, I think it's hilarious because he was also the first one to get like a Mark II.
That's true. I really like the Blade Regalia designs, though.
I really enjoy them because they're very like samurai kendo, very very cool.
Yeah.
I enjoy them a lot. All the unsealed ones, or like unleashed, yeah, because it's unsealed, unleashed, unveiled, and finale.
Yeah.
I did not really like them that much.
Really?
Meh.
I thought the Secret Unleashed one was kind of dope. The rest of them I could kind of do without, but I thought that one was kind of cool.
Like, you talking Persona Unleashed?
I don't know what they're called, man. The dude with the sword.
Oh, you're talking about Unsealed.
Oh, apologize.
You better.
My fucking bad.
Bastard. I'll kill you. That
Anyway.
one, honestly, kind of stupid.
I thought it was a nice little design. Super
Just
minimalist.
gonna
I liked
insult
it.
right now.
Just gonna insult it.
Yeah.
You know
Like,
the character
they
you like?
all
Screw
are
them.
bad. I think Truth
they're
Unveiled,
okay, but they're not great.
he out here looking like Greninja.
Kinda actually.
And then the Symphony Regalia finale, kind of stupid.
I'm pretty sure it's just full frontal nudity.
No.
It
She
looks
has
like
a heart
it.
sticker at the bottom.
She has one heart sticker at the bottom.
Yes.
I
And
was just like,
also,
okay, why?
she has bones.
Is
There's
it
bones.
bones or is it like lace?
I don't know. She just
I
has
have no idea.
three
We're
bones on her
looking too
chest.
much into this.
And I'm very confused. Are you right?
I think we're looking too much into this. Anyways, episode
The big
7.
point of this, actually, before we hop into episode 7,
Oh god.
actually, no, let's hop into episode 7 first, and then I want to talk about all the Elite Four Goku uniforms.
Oh god.
Because I
Well,
want to
wait till
rate.
episode 8, because that's when we
Okay.
get to Gamagori's, and I know you
That's
want to talk
true.
about that one.
Actually, let's just wait until we get revealed to all of them.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Okay. Episode 7. I mean, it gives you a little insight into like the different levels, like the socioeconomic level type thing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
people who have
such a
nothing
filler
have
episode.
nothing, and
It's
people who
such
are
a
1
filler
star have
episode.
everything.
It does not need to be there. I guess
Dude.
it's supposed to hammer home the point of, oh, humans are greedy. Ooh.
Yeah, humans are pigs,
Humans are afraid of power. Ooh.
and people's
And I'm just like,
clothing.
okay, I already knew this. Move on. Like,
True.
skip this episode and
But
nothing would
dude,
change.
they corrupted Mako. What the hell?
Yeah, for a whole 10 minutes.
True. For a whole 10 minutes, and then but her parents, dude. It was a very crazy scene.
Are we gonna talk about
Mhm.
Mako's dad and his drip whenever he gets rich?
Dude, are we gonna talk about how Mako's dad went to like clubs and flirted with women, and then his wife did the same thing but at men clubs and flirted with men?
Yeah.
They are on the
Rich.
same page.
That's love.
That is a love.
That's two people that understand each other. And
True.
I respect that.
Two people that can understand each other so far that they can just cheat on each other.
We're
Oh,
horrible
man.
people.
No, they're fine. They're okay.
Oh my god. Anyways, this episode was kind of meh. It's not necessary.
Yeah, it was
Kind of got in the way. Yeah. Okay. Episode 8.
True. Episode 8.
Episode 8. Start of the whole like natural elections arc.
Yes.
Uh,
Because you get introduced to it, and I really like the name of it. I'll wipe my own tears.
yes. What a dope ass name.
Like, I was
Some
like,
of them
man,
have some
that's
awesome
baller as hell.
names. Some of them have such awesome names. Where I'm just
Yeah,
like,
hold
dude,
on.
Hell.
Let's go through some of the names of the episodes we missed.
Time to open Netflix.
Dude, I have Netflix opened right now. Oh, God. I can't even read this one because Netflix isn't showing me the full name of it.
I lost Kill a Kill. Where is it?
It was okay, but I'm gonna look up the names because you're not gonna be able to read name episode 1.
Name episode 1.
Yeah, you just
only
can't.
had thorns like a thistle.
It's not. No, it's not that. There's way more to it. Give me a second.
Is that not it? I thought that was the entire title.
Hold on. Why does it say ... I'm pissed.
That is the entire title. What are you talking about?
It is the entire title. Never mind. Dude, look at it though. It's
Also,
Netflix
are we gonna
freaked
talk
me out.
about
It looked like there was more.
Episode 12, Spit Your Sadness Away. Oh god, like that is whew.
Kind of cool. Dude, I like episode 2. So sexy. She might pass out. Episode 3 was just called Junketsu. Kind of boring, honestly. For Dawn of a Miserable Morning. Trigger, Don't Toy Me on a Whim. Episode 6. 7, A Loser I Can't Hate.
Like,
and then episode 8, of course, I'll wipe my own tears.
Like, yeah, it shows what happens in the episode, but I think they're pretty unique names. Like,
they are.
A lot of shows, it's just episode 2, episode 3. They're like, no, we're putting effort into this.
Are you calling out any series in particular?
Maid Sama. Fuck Maid Sama. I don't know if they named the episodes. Honestly, I might have just missed it, but if they did, then they weren't cool enough for me to remember.
You know what? He's got a point.
Anyways, episode 8.
They just weren't cool enough for me to remember.
They just weren't cool enough for me to remember.
Dude, they just add in that little extra with the names. Love it. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's
effort. Let's talk about
episode 8, please, because we've been stalling.
So you get introduced to Iragamagori. You get introduced to some of his backstory, don't you? about
I
how
think
he
a
like
little bit. I think
joined the Elite Four, kinda.
I think you touch on like
Oh,
how he knows Satsuki,
yeah,
how he met Satsuki.
yeah,
But I
because
don't think you get really into it.
it's a bunch of kids bullying this one nerd on a roof.
Who
Tells him to jump off the building, or they're gonna get his dad fired from his job.
is that like a common thing that happens? Is
Uh,
that
I don't know.
what?
Ask high class society people
In Japan?
in Japan
In Japan.
who are also school kids. The
Like,
answer is I don't think you can. I'm just gonna be real with you here.
oh man, like I think his backstory is kind of cool, I guess. But at
Kinda.
the end of the day, he didn't really do anything, did he?
No, because he was like, hey, yo, you can't be a tyrant, so I'm gonna stop you. And it's like, oh, you're gonna beat me in a fight? It's like, no, because I know I'm gonna lose, even though you are a little girl and I am like a humongous
I am like
guy.
8'6".
Ass man.
I am Shaquille O'Neal on friggin' steroids.
Dude, he's insane.
And
he
Japanese.
grows bigger when it suits him.
Yeah, he
Hulk.
just
gets humongous.
They never explain it.
No, that's just exaggerative. Remember when Satsuki fights Riko in the very first episode, and she becomes humongous?
But whenever they're in the boat, he actually shatters the ceiling.
Listen,
that's his size.
That was just his natural height. It's fine.
Anyway, sorry I cut you off.
But cool. Very first fight, Riko versus Satsuki Kiryuin. Their very first fight. They're like about to cross swords for the first time, and then Satsuki just gets humongous. And then Ryuko realizes, I'm about to get bodied here. I'm about to get absolutely decimated. And she does.
She gets bodied a lot.
She does.
We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, no, she gets absolutely destroyed.
In the first 10 episodes, she wins 2 fights. Maybe. I mean, one of them's Elite Four, but that's before he blinded himself, so it doesn't count. Are we
talk about how she got bodied by Senketsu when she first put him on?
That's true, yeah.
Because he just kind of like he destroyed her because she was like, oh yeah, let me fight this sailor suit, and the sailor suit's like, nah, G, boop, just kind of pops on her. A little weird. Also, I think it's really funny where that like he takes her blood, like what? Feeds off of her blood, and then she doesn't realize. Like he tells her, oh, you're not really wearing me, because you're embarrassed to wear me. It's like understandable. I would be too.
Yeah, understandable. Like, look in the mirror.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like yeah, cool. And that's like, and it's like, oh, then you're not really wearing me, And it's like, what?
Yeah, they never really explain that either, do they?
Not really, but I think it's funny. Man.
Anyways, episode 8.
Yeah, and then she becomes not embarrassed. But episode 8.
I think the whole free-for-all thing was a dope idea.
I agree, especially how it's like, oh yes, we're gonna throw a free-for-all, but literally you cannot win if you're not Elite Four or Ryuko.
Yeah, like he doesn't matter. You see these pillars that are coming out of the ground? They just happen to go under the 4 people that I want to win.
Yeah.
I wonder
they
why.
just happen to go under the 4 strongest people.
I wonder who it's going to be. Like, they didn't even try.
It's like, what?
They didn't even bother to hide it. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
Because I also like how they're just straight up like, yeah, nobody's going to target us really because they're not that stupid. And then meanwhile, they walk out the door. And that's like, oh yes, they get swarmed and just batted off like flies.
And I love how there's like, oh, see you in a week. I'm gonna go drive my car.
Yeah,
pink, a muscle car, and I'm like,
pink muscle.
Where did you buy this? How much did you spend on this?
Oh yeah, I want to put it. It's not even just how much have you spent on this. They're like, oh yeah, he's gonna be the personal chauffeur of Satsuki Kiryuin, and I'm like, she's gonna ride around in that. Instead of her, black limo helicopter.
You know what? You plane? Say that, but I feel like that's exactly her style.
Nah.
Just blatantly, over the top.
I can't see it.
Just to prove that you have money. You have a personal chauffeur that picks you up.
But that doesn't even look like you have money.
Muscle car.
If you have a personal chauffeur and you're getting driven around in a full black sleek limo, that shows you got money. If you're driving around in a pink muscle car, it makes
I
you
could
look
probably,
like white
I could probably
trash.
hire a limo for like $50.
I mean, yeah, but are you always getting driven around by a limo? Every second of every day? I don't think
You
so.
want me
buddy.
to?
Okay, yeah, go pay him $50 an hour for the rest of your life. You will not
In
even be
my
able to
sleep,
make
just
him that much.
I need my
Yeah.
paycheck for the week, sir.
Yes, please. Please. But man, and he destroys the automobile club.
Yeah, like
But
the
also,
automobile airsoft club.
oh yeah, automobile
Let's be
airsoft,
canon
'cause
here.
they decided to group
Merge.
up to beat him. Like what?
Which automobile and airsoft, you know what they did? They probably
Drive-by.
wrote down the name of all
Oh.
the clubs they had in mind. No, Connor. They probably wrote down all the clubs they had in mind and said pair them. And the one guy that was supposed to pair them was just lazy and put the two that were beside each other.
No. It makes perfect sense. What do you compare a car? When you think car and gun, what do you think about? You think about a drive-by. That's basically all that club was. It was the drive-by club, and the only target was Iragamagori. But they're using airsoft guns instead of regular guns, so they're boned.
Look at the size of the guy.
Yeah,
If
no.
you shoot with airsoft gun,
dude,
all he's going to do is turn around and snap your gun.
dude, he's gonna turn around and snap you.
Like,
Let's be real here.
and I mean, he does.
Yeah, he does.
He just gets shot a whole bunch and then annihilates everyone.
Yeah. He absolutely obliterates them. It's insane. But man, all right, let's hop into episode 9, a once-in-a-lifetime chance.
Okay, yeah. This is like when the fights actually start. Because this is the Gamagori fight.
Crazy fight scene where Ryuko and Iragamagori fight, and she's just getting destroyed like normal, like usual, the usual, where she just gets absolutely bodied by someone and then has to find like a crazy, like insanely dangerous strat, and then like pulls out the win, like out of a hat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Also, this flashback scene in this episode, I could not take it seriously for the life of me.
Dude, I
know
not
you're
care
supposed to, but I
that
couldn't.
much about your Gamagori backstory in
I
this
don't
scene.
care. He's a big guy. That's all I care about.
Dude, I know. I care about him now. I don't care about him back in the day.
Like, I like how he refuses to start until it's 1 o'clock.
Yes,
I thought that was
hilarious.
so funny. I thought that was absolutely hilarious.
Dude, and then he grows humongous and points at the clock.
Oh my god.
And she's just like, damn, it's 8:55. Time to wait like
also,
3 hours.
Who gets up in the morning, goes to school and everything, and is ready to go by 8:55?
Well, okay. I mean, technically, what is it? Like, class starts at like, for us in high school, class starts at what, like 9:10, 9:15 or something? So you should be arriving at the school like 8:55. Makes sense.
You're ready to fight at 8:55 in the morning? Do they not have classes?
I'm not ready to fight. I'm ready to go to school.
Do they not have classes before
this? You show up
this?
to school one day and it's about to be like a class trip. You know what I'm saying? It's like a class trip, Cole. Come on.
To the school stadium.
Okay, cool. Yeah, to the school stadium. Okay, it's like having a guest speaker, but the guest speaker comes in and beats on some of the kids. You throw kids at them and they fight.
You know what it's like? It's like that one guest speaker that comes in to tell you about like privacy online, and he just insults the younger generation the entire time. True. That's basically what it is.
True.
Although those are mental punches.
They are mental
punches. They stuck with me, let me tell you.
Oh, Cole, it's gonna be okay. I'll get you in therapy and you can talk all about how that guy mentally boomed you.
Mentally bodied.
Yep. Man. All right. Let's talk about how she destroys Iragamagori in the most ridiculous fashion ever.
What did he expect to happen?
I don't know. He expected to win is what he did. He said, I'm the shield for Satsuki Kiryu and I have the ultimate defense and also I have whips or whatever.
So instead of just keep using the ultimate defense, because obviously it's working, I'm going to try to smother you between me and that defense, so you have every way possible to just absolutely annihilate me.
He didn't want to suck her in just yet, or not. He didn't want to suck her in at all. She just hopped in. She was like, yoink.
You know what he could
Like,
have done? He could have just turned around.
dude, he
Like, Amagori's kind of dumb.
dude. Well, if you really think about it, if I was Irigami, I would have just jumped off the thing with her, both DQ'd, win the game. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it works.
That's how it works. Hey, listen, if you fall off the platform, you lose. If he jumps off face first, she's gonna hit it before him.
So what would have happened? They all want to face her one at a time, right? What if
Yeah.
Gamagori bodied her in like 2 minutes flat?
Then
do
everybody
they fight
else is
each
like,
other?
damn, unfortunate. No, they just win. It's game
Because
over
then
for
Gamagori's
Ryu.
at like, because isn't it supposed to be a free for all even in that stage? And then they're like, well, no, we want to face her one at a time.
Yeah, but think about it like this, Cole.
They don't think before they
This
do
is
things.
this is episode 9. You think they're about to be like, oh yes, Irigamagori's about to destroy her, and then we're gonna have no more episodes. She just loses. The answer is no. She only ends up losing
10 episode series
in episode 11.
Oh my god. Anyways, episode 9. It's a fine fight, but it's just
It's
kind of fine.
all right. She hops in there, Sengen Shippu, not Shippu, the one with the blades, and then like Senketsu, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, we're on the same page, but we don't know what it's called. Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. But blades come out of him, rips him apart, and then she decapitation mode and just obliterates the guy.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, very nice. And then it's like, all right, time to hop into I want to know more about you. Very fitting for the intelligence guys episode.
Also one of my favorite characters.
He is pretty cool.
He is
I like how his backstory
funny.
is literally I just hacked into the place, dropped their stocks for fun, am now getting hunted by their
government
insane
forces,
corporation,
like...
basically. And then my laptop gets shot. That's about it. That's his entire backstory. His
entire backstory is just I'm smart and you guys don't like it.
Yeah.
That's the backstory.
Actually, no. It's he's smart and Satsuki loves it and invites him to the Elite Four.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's a very cool, he's a very nice or cool character. And it's like, oh yeah, he's doing the fight, whatever, and he turns invisible, and then she's like, oh, well, if I can't see you, I'll just attack everywhere.
Couldn't she just do that for every fight? Except for the chick in the air, but like could she just always do that? Where are they gonna go?
Well, if you think about it, I don't know, just hit her.
Well, why did he do that then?
Don't let her do that. Because he was stupid.
He's the smartest one. What do you mean?
Also, he's weak as hell.
That's true. He is kind of weak.
He was like,
I love how he's just like
really fast, but like he didn't do like any damage.
And I love how he's just like, I'm a surrender because like I just want to keep the data. That's all.
Yeah, he's like, I was just in it for getting data on you. See you later. And
At
you're like,
the guy's
wow,
honest.
Dude, it makes the guy honest. He's honest to his character. Every Elite Four person, like all the characters are honest to their characters. There's not like times when they're like really like, oh, I'm not like myself, or like I do something very out of character accidentally, They're all very much like in character all the time. It's amazing.
This is also the same episode.
Let's hop into
where the next fight. Oh god. The next fight starts with Nano. Nano? I don't know.
Nano.
The music one.
Yeah. Nono Jakuzure.
No, that's it. Yeah.
The music one, of course.
The music one.
Honestly, I like her Goku uniform a lot.
I don't give a crap about her. I'm just going to say the recorder rocket. The rocket that looks like
the recorder rocket.
Killed me. Yeah, that's so stupid.
Absolutely.
They should have made it whistle as it went through the air, and that would have killed me. So that's like at the end. That kind of flows into episode 11.
True. It does, yes.
Oh my god.
I think it's amazing. I think it was really, really well done.
Oh, it's hilarious. I do like her as a character too, though. Like, she's very true to like, I'm an annoying teenage girl, but I'm also funny as hell.
Yeah,
She just
yeah,
rips on
dude.
the other members.
She
She just calls them dogs and monkeys,
yeah, no, she
and they
does.
just deal with it.
Yeah, they're just like whatever. You think I really care? But oh my god, I think it's really funny because during all these fights, right? You get Mako in the stands, in the bleachers, cheering on Ryuko, and at this specific time, we have Iragamagori sitting next to her, like almost nude. I think he has a what does he have on, like a towel or boxers or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, first of all, what the hell? Because the Mr. Pro Regalia Inumata shows up to the bleachers just in a
The
tracksuit because
tracksuit.
I guess he loses the privilege of having a 3-star if he loses, right? So he just took it off, went to the bleachers to chill,
Yeah, he's honest. He lost, took it off, moved on.
moved
Like,
on. Yeah, and then he gets a Mark II where he looks like a Minecraft character. He's pixelated. What the hell?
is his name Hookah? Is that how you say it? Hookah?
Hoka? I don't know.
How do you say it? It's
Hoka?
an H-O-U syllable,
Hoka
which I have
Inumata?
trouble saying.
Inumuta?
Uh,
I think it's Inumata.
anyways, whatever. One of my favorite characters. I think he's great. This
He
flows
is
into episode
awesome.
11, where
Yes.
we get introduced to Yui.
Yui. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's true. Wait, did you say Yui? You
Yui.
mean Nui?
Nui? Is it Yui
Nui?
or Nui?
It's Nui Harume.
I've been calling her Yui.
Oh, unfortunate.
That's annoying. Well, who's Yui?
Hold on. Before we hop into that, wait, who are you? Who are you thinking
Who's
of?
Yui?
I don't think there is a
Changing
Yui.
that because I'm going to keep saying it unless I don't.
I don't think there is a Yui. I think you really just sold
Is
the
her
bag.
name not? It is Nui because in the rest of my notes it's Nui. Shit.
You suck. All right. Let's before we hop into that, I want to just say Mako in the stands, best Mako. She's insane because she's trying to out cheer Gamagori, and then there's a point where Gamagori and Inumata are just like, oh yeah, we're gonna just like insult each other greatly, right? And then Mako's like, man, I can't lose out, and then she starts cheering for herself.
Yep.
That was hilarious.
That's a great scene.
That killed me.
Anyways, Nui.
Man.
Send the name right this time.
Mm-hmm. Nui.
They reveal her so well. She just struts through the town, walks up, just pops in the middle of the fight. Like, what?
Yeah. Well, she pops into the fight of what's his name?
Or something
Sanagayama.
like that. Sanagayama? Is that his first name or his last name? I think I'm going by his
I've been saying everybody's last name because I don't know.
I'm going by first names. You go by last names. It's getting real confusing.
I recommend going by last names. They're just that much easier to pronounce.
Probably more formal.
And very formal, yes.
However, I am stupid and I did not do that when I wrote down
in all the
names.
Subs, they were called their last names.
That's true. Yeah, they do get called their last names.
So that's why I call them last names. Anyways,
let's
talk about a little more about the Symphony Regalia and her fight.
This is the episode where I'm like, the music choice is dope because they use Beethoven's Fate. And I love that.
Yeah, they did.
That is one of my favorite classical pieces. It's so dope and it works so well in this case. And whenever they did it, I was like, I think here we go.
It's amazing.
Here we go.
Talk about let's talk about how she went her whole Mark I thing where she's like, oh yes, I straight up am gonna fight you and get obliterated.
Yep.
Like she fought her in this whole flying thing, destroys the stage, and it's like, oh, okay. Understandable. Then Ryuko is like, haha, I can fly too, because why the hell not? And then immediately after this, because plot, I need to fly, therefore I can fly. So she goes up, starts flying around, right? They fight, and then she destroys the whole huge Symphony Regalia, like big flying thing. And then gets her on the ground, beats on her. I don't think she actually got like destroyed the Goku uniform. However, it like evolves or something because she has Oh no, does she destroy it? I do not remember.
I think she tries to, and it doesn't work because there's like a second piece to it or some shit like that. I don't know. There's an encore part, remember?
Yeah, the Da Capo.
Yeah.
Or Da Capo.
The
The Mark I Da Capo, very cool. I liked the like design of this one way more than the Mark One.
The capo.
Because the original one, she has her like band hat on, and she has this like feather bone stuff. And it's like, oh, cool, understandable. But this one, she just had like a baton and a hat, and that was it. That was her whole gimmick, and her outfit was bopping. She is like one of the coolest outfits.
You got her.
What?
The capo.
Okay. So we are now at the brain dead portion, where Cole goes brain dead and says funny things that rhyme. Oh, Keko de Gecko. Kepo de Pepo. Look at me. I'm Italiano. God, Cole. Look at this kid.
Snapped.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, God. This is also the episode 11, is where I start getting annoyed by the transformation scenes.
What, you don't like them?
It's just the same thing over and over again. It's like in My Hero Academia, where they just keep going back to the same scene. And I'm like, I get it. Stop.
It's understandable. Yeah. I feel like they don't go back, like flash or like scenes that already happened too much. However, I understand because like they constantly play the same like transformation scene, right? Where Ryuko like transforms into like Senketsu. When they play that and she transforms, you're like, oh, that's cool. But I like it because, you know, that's like, oh, shit's getting real. And also, I just like the song.
Yeah, the song gets to me after a while. Like, as much as I like the music, that one song starts to bother me.
I love that song. It was insane.
Oh, man. It was good the first few episodes, and I was like, oh, God, please. Please.
Dude, not again. Could never get old of it.
This is also the episode where Nui admits to killing Ryuko's dad.
Yeah, because
which I think is such a great reveal.
The scissor blade, and it's like, hey, yo, I killed your dad, and then she loses it.
Because her personality does it perfectly. Mm-hmm. That's how you end the episode. It's just with this bright little girl saying, I killed your father. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
It's such a stupid reveal. But Nui's character does it so well because it suits her character so well.
I cannot wait to get into more about the whole Nui Ryuko, like how they interact with each other, because it's really funny.
It's so funny. Right
here, it's like straight up, I'm going to kill you, you bitch.
Yep.
And
also, they say bitch a lot, don't they?
They do say bitch a lot.
It's kind of overused.
Jakazure called Ryuko a stinking bitch, like
5 times.
And because she just has the same goddamn insults. And she sucks. I like her character. Like, she's just a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, she looks 12.
True.
Like, she's is
probably
small.
I don't know, some age like the rest of them, but oh, she's 18 apparently.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, Ganagori is 20, right?
That is true.
And he waited 2 years for Satsuki.
Yeah, because he graduated high school, then went to another high school. What?
He's a bit
like,
odd,
sorry, Ganagori. I don't think you know how progression works.
Yeah, that's fine. He's got it.
Fine. Who cares?
He's under control.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that brings us to episode 12.
Mm-hmm.
The first flashback in this episode, not needed, ruins the pace of the show.
Oh yeah, because don't they flashback to her killing the dad?
Yeah, but like, you might as well have just left it.
Understand what's going on there.
I have no idea what's going on there.
What do you mean?
I don't understand half of the flashbacks. Like, they're not necessary. Listen, they're not at all necessary.
They literally just flashbacked because they wanted to show, oh yeah, I killed your dad because I was ordered to go steal whatever he was working on and then kill him because he's doing illegal things. That's it. That's all you need to know.
But if they knew where he was, why didn't they just go over, send a bunch of people in there and just, search the place to make sure he's not hiding anything?
Because
you said one person.
Listen, they sent one person and she got the thing.
She thought she got the thing. She thought she did. Why wouldn't you search the place? He's a freaking scientist. Obviously, he's smart.
Dude, I don't even know if they did, but even if they did, what are they gonna do? Literally, if they look around in the basement, there's millions of things with clothing.
Burn them.
Dude, they
just
burned,
to be safe.
They didn't even know there's a bottom part, actually. I think they did search the house or after it burned or
These
whatever.
people are
I
not
don't
very
know.
thorough.
But they just didn't know that there was a secret trap door hidden in the floor that breaks down and then you fall into a pit of clothing.
Anyways, that's the first flashback. I don't think it's necessary. Kind of ruins the pace of the show.
Listen,
However,
I think it's okay.
this is also
So
the
much
episode where we get to Senketsu losing control.
That is true. We didn't talk about Jakazuri's flashback.
Yeah, but it's
When
also
she's like,
it's just friendship. Ooh.
I think it's cute.
I mean, I guess it's fine, but
It's like, oh yes, I'm the only person who's like real friends with Satsuki, and I've been friends with her for like since we were little toddlers. And it's like, that's cool. Does she probably think of you as a friend? Meh.
probably not.
Probably not. But
Probably
you know,
not.
then later you're
Satsuki's
kind of like, oh,
kind of
she
an
likes him.
asshole.
She's kind of an asshole, true.
Like,
It's like, oh, yeah, look, I'm just gonna use you until you're not
you
of
see
no
my
importance. to me.
sand. It
But
comes
then
from
again-
that building that we made it into concrete. I would have just been like, okay, you
True.
capitalist scum.
Dude, I just want to point out, I think because Satsuki's like subtly nice. Like
I mean,
she's
I
like,
guess
she's
she's not
very, like-
nice. She's just decent, I guess.
yeah, I guess.
She's
'cause
still kind of an
Kira was
asshole.
straight up about to commit seppuku.
Yeah,
We didn't talk about that.
yeah,
But
he was ready to
just
go
about
for it.
He was about to just stab himself because he was like, "Oh, I dishonored her. You know, look at me. I'm disciplinary committee. I'm so proud of myself." And then she straight up shows up, like uses I don't even know what, and stops him. She like shoots a little like
Cloth thing.
thing,
Yeah.
wraps around his arm. She pulls on it and is like, "Hey, I still need you, dumbass."
Well,
And then
even
he's
that's
like,
not nice.
"Hey."
She's like, I still need you. Like,
Yeah, he's like, your usefulness has not been like over yet. So I'm like, okay, understandable.
Anyway, this is also the episode where we see Senketsu lose control, which is the
True.
most horrifying thing this
Dude.
show has ever done.
Dude, looking at the thing, does her head rotate from the center up onto the shoulder, was it always on the shoulder?
I think it moves.
Yeah, I think it moves too, and that
Like,
freaked me out. I was like,
it's
oh,
horrifying.
I was like,
like-
oh shit. And I want to point out, it's like, oh yeah, she gets completely taken over, and then it's like, oh yeah, the thing's like super strong, but like,
Oh, yeah.
is it?
I don't know. It kind of gets its ass kicked, doesn't it?
Like, because they fight. Who was it? Fights Nui. Nui literally just doesn't get hit at all.
Nope.
And
Nui
then you're like,
is impenetrable to the plot. Like,
yeah,
she
no,
is.
she cannot die unless it's super easy.
Yep. Exactly.
Mhm.
This is also where we see Gun Guy there. I've already forgotten his name. Mashing buttons like crazy,
True.
which is so funny to me.
Mhm.
Just watching him just like
Yeah.
the speed of sound. Like,
Dude, he was nuts. He's nuts because he's all like strategy, whatnot. But I love him.
oh, he's hilarious. So
He's
good.
so funny.
The problem I have with this episode is that like Mako coming in to like talk Ryuko out it kind of seemed like the cheap way to end the fight scene.
Yeah,
It
well, it's
kind of seemed
obvious.
like they needed to end it
It's-
quickly.
It's super obvious because it's like Mako literally saves the day when
Again.
Ryuko like freaks out and stuff every single time.
Like,
It's
let's take
insane.
Mako out of the show. It would be like 4 episodes because Ryuko would probably get herself killed.
Mhm.
like, oh man.
Man, it's insane.
Anyways, so
nuts.
I didn't like the end of the episode, but I liked the rest of it. Mostly because of that transformation, which haunted me for a while.
Yeah.
And this brings us to the raid trip arc,
The raid trip arc.
episode
Oh,
13.
man. Actually,
which is-
right before the raid trip arc, we have the newspaper student arc of literally like one episode. Well, I guess that's still.
I
the
guess
raid
we can
trip,
kind of put those
they're,
together.
They're
Can't we?
prepping for the raid trip, so I'm
There's-
gonna consider it first episode raid trip arc,
I mean,
where Ryuko's like, I'm not wearing Senketsu anymore because I don't want to hurt him.
I find this episode kind of stupid.
Dude, you're telling me.
Like, why is Nui doing this whole plan to like get her to put on Senketsu just to kill him?
Kicked her out. Because okay, it's good. It's like Nui wants to fight Ryuko more, but Satsuki said no. And then so she's like, dang, I have to be all sneaky beaky about it and hide.
You could have just went in the middle of the night. Ryuko's not going anywhere. Just walk in, steal the Kamui, leave.
Okay. Well, that's the thing. She's not like really trying to steal the Kamui because she doesn't take the Kamui at all. Satsuki actually shows up and is like, I'm going to be taking those scraps, bitch. But she just wanted to fight Ryuko. You know what I'm saying? So the only way is if she put on Senketsu, but she could have literally walked into the house, been like, "What's up?" And then Ryuko would have like ran at her, and then
Ryuko probably would have
starts attacking the Makano Shoku family. She started attacking Mankan Shoku. I don't know, but if she started attacking Mako's family, okay, I am pretty sure Ryuko would have put on Senketsu.
You just cut out real bad.
Fighter.
Wow,
So like I
didn't hear any of that.
Yes, instead, I'm going to get her to wear the thing to save me, dude.
I didn't hear any word of that.
Cool.
Because you just cut out and it just didn't come back until the last word.
Cool. Heard of me. Or first part. Was the last part before I cut out?
Something about scraps.
Scraps. Oh yeah. So Satsuki. Okay.
Okay.
It was like, oh, let me take the uniform. She just wanted to fight. Cole, you gotta be kidding me. Can you still not hear me?
Oh, you're cutting in and out. I'm putting it together. Don't worry. Keep going. Right. I'm putting it together. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'll fix the audio after.
It's
my line.
All right.
You're fine. We'll figure it out.
Let's hop into, because Nui Harme, I want to fight her, whatnot. So you got to pretend to be in trouble as a different person, so she comes saves me. And then I'm like, haha, it was me, Nui, the whole time. What?
Dun, dun,
How does that make sense? And then she's like, yep, let me get rid of my disguise, and then just like removes like her like clothing that she put on herself that just altered her body. What? That doesn't make any sense. Who cares though? Because Ryuko gets bodied. Satsuki takes all the pieces. Ryuko holds on to literally one piece. And then she drives around in a motorcycle for the entire raid trip arc. And it's like, I'm going to go get my pieces back from the pieces Satsuki put into everybody's uniform.
Yeah, this is episode 14. It's also where, what's his name, teacher there, says you would have been arrested. I highly friggin' doubt that.
Yeah,
they don't give a shit about anything. I highly doubt they would have cared.
Yeah, I agree.
It's also where we see a group of students have a tank.
Yeah, not only do they have a tank, one of them makes a straight up mech.
How?
How is right. And then when you look at it even further, there are more mechs because the Nudist Beach makes mechs. The DTR robot.
The next show. It's just a knockoff of Evangelion.
Dude, what? In what way are any of those mechs similar?
No. They're
Get this kid out of here. I'm gonna drop kick you.
I'm gonna do it every single podcast.
Dude, next time I see you, my feet, your face, both of them, simultaneously, you're gonna be gone. Ever seen a 6'2" man drop kick somebody?
Actually, yes. I was in karate for 7 years.
You're about to see it in person, firsthand.
Actually, it wasn't near 7. I don't know how long I was in karate. Now that I think about it.
Look at me, I'm a black belt. Also,
Look
everybody
at
calls a
me.
black belt.
I am
karate
actually,
because
yes.
he's fucking jacked.
I think they
You
took me
didn't
off
know
the
he's actually
website
like
though.
8 feet tall.
I don't think they have my
He's
name
8
up
feet
anymore as a
tall,
black belt.
and he is absolutely jacked. 450 pure muscle. That's what Cole looks like.
450. I am
But
almost
then if you look at
450,
his
but none of
face,
it is
it's
muscle.
like-
You said 450, not 150. That doesn't make sense. I was like 450. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, and then yeah, he's like he looks exactly like a Greek demigod, except for his face. When you look at his face, it looks like if a newborn
it
infant came
looks
out
like
the womb.
Devilman Crybaby.
It looks like Devilman. It looks exactly like
the episode you'll never see.
True.
This is also, we get introduced to Takarada's, I think his name is Takarada.
Who?
Rich
What was
dude.
that? Rich
Dude
dude
who literally buys the entire, like,
so
buys
important.
everyone in the town to fight. His
Dude.
entire character, man, killed me.
Even
It was
that
so
important?
No, he like buys the boat at the end, I
Exactly.
guess. That's kind of it.
He's just not.
I mean, he has a giant
not,
robot crab. He has a giant robot crab. Are we going to talk about that?
Yeah, giant robot crab. No.
So these two episodes, it's giant robot crab fight, yada 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 yada. You don't really need to watch these.
Yeah, it's understandable. Also, I want to point out which one of them straight up was losing the fight. It was Sword Guy, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
And then Satsuki had to step in.
Yep.
Yeah, because it was Sword Guy man with a lot of money, and Sword Guy was just kind of losing. So Satsuki just shows up and is like, I'm just going to intimidate all of them.
Yep.
Like, what?
To be fair, she's intimidating as hell.
She is.
You saw some lady with like some white
intimidating as fuck.
white uniform with literal eyes on it and a sword, a black sword.
Not just that.
I would be scared
every
out of my
time she
mind.
walks into a place, she glows and blinds people.
I would be scared out of my friggin' mind.
Mm-hmm.
This is also where we get the dumbest fight between Satsuki and Ryuko.
Oh my god.
It's animated really cool, but it's so dumb.
Just running at Satsuki, and Satsuki's just like, you don't even have Senketsu, let alone a Goku uniform. I'm literally just gonna kick your teeth in. And then Ryuko's like, haha, I actually kept running at you so that I could get close enough to snag my Senketsu back. Then she gets Senketsu, and then all the pieces just magically transform back together when she transforms.
Yep.
I think, right?
More plot holes.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
In these episodes, we get the line,
who knows?
It is not money that rules men, it is fear. And I was like, holy shit, that should have been the episode name.
Great line from some.
Like,
it's a little long.
That is sick.
What's the episode name instead?
Of 15?
It was like,
what is episode 15 called?
Here, 15, Don't Stop Me Now is what it was.
Don't Stop Me Now.
Was it really episode 15?
That was episode 15, yeah. This show went by fast.
It went by fast, but it feels like episode like 16 to like 18 was just like meh. I don't know. Maybe literally just 16, 17, but I'm like, I don't really, whatever.
This is also, I think episode 14 is when we moved the date to recording. So I had to start watching at 1.5 speed.
Yep.
And these two episodes were fine, but episode 16. Episode 16 is the compilation episode where they recap what's happened so far in like a minute. I watched this at 1.5 speed and I thought I was having a fucking fever dream.
Yeah.
Like, it scared me.
Yeah, you just watched it in 30 seconds.
It like,
dude,
it scared the hell out of me. I wasn't prepared for it yet. It's just Senketsu ripping through what's happened so far. I didn't have to watch all the episodes again. I could just watch this at 0.5 speed.
That's true.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because Senketsu's just like, hey, Also, here's
You cut out again, buddy. I didn't catch any of that. Oh man. I don't know if you can hear me. You're pretty gone right now.
recap was literally just like this is you good bud.
Yeah, I didn't hear any of that.
I'm grateful. You missed literally me going.
He did it again. Oh my god. We are not professionals, are we? Anyways, I don't know if you're talking to me because I can't hear it, so I'm going to move on to the rest of episode 16.
Cutting out. God damn it. And then I go, bang. Did you just come back to hear me say this is the solo podcast? Murder you.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my
Shut the hell up.
Okay. Oh man, we're very bad at this. Anyways,
you suck.
Episode 16.
Fuck you.
Anyways, episode 16. There's that whole bath scene, which is just philosophical bullshit with the whole purification thing. Like,
also, I just realized we haven't seen episode 25, have we?
It's just an extra, though, isn't it?
It's just an extra with like recaps, and I think you get to see like everybody a little older. Maybe? Does that make sense?
I don't know. Should I watch it? You know what? No. We'll I just rate. I'm just gonna rate the main series.
It's fine. Who cares?
It's fine.
Anyways, guys, let's talk about because we're on like what, episode 15. Let's just talk about The Girl Can't Help It, episode 16, because
that's what we're on.
Okay, not only did I cut out, my brain cut out there. So I just completely forgot what we just did. But
every once in a while,
Tell Me Why, episode 17.
We just skip episode 16.
Yeah, honestly, it's a recap episode.
Not much happened.
Recap.
There's that one chair smashing scene which became the whole Pug Champ meme.
Dude, I really enjoy when she just destroys a chair. And then stands on said destroyed chair. She like grabs it, throws it down, stands up, like puts up a leg on it. Is like, I'm not gonna be fighting unless Senketsu fights, bitch. And then it's like, oh, okay. And then Senketsu's like, hey, Ryuko, thanks for that, but I will be fighting.
Thanks for that, but kind of want to.
Yeah. And then we hop into
17 because
17.
No one actually.
I was about to just hop straight into 18, but
just episode 25.
Yep. Let's talk about 17. So they're all prepping for the Cultural and Sports Grand Festival.
This is the start of the Culture and Sports Festival arc.
Mm-hmm. And
which is kind of a shitty one, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of it. It's fine.
I think it's cool because it's like this is where like all the plans come to fruition. Like Satsuki's plans come to fruition, and like you're like, oh, this is what she was doing all. What? You know? Like, why would
you cut out? And all I heard was, and I was like, what just happened?
It's fine.
I don't know what that sounds like, by the way, so you have to show me after. Anyways,
it's pretty mint. It sounded like it sounded like that.
Oh man. This is also episode 17 is the episode that made me really like Soroi, I think his name is, the butler.
Oh, Soroi, yeah.
Soroi, is that how you say it?
He's cool. He just makes
like his relationship with Satsuki. I love that. That made this episode for me.
Dude, they're awesome. I do enjoy the butler, but mainly I'm just jealous because I don't have a butler to make me tea.
I'll be your butler. It's okay.
Wish I had a butler to make me tea. Oh, dude,
And this is
fine.
where we get
Actually,
the
you can be my
first.
maid.
Oh no. But this is also where we get the first argument about the DTR, but the name.
Oh yeah, Downtonbury robot. You mean
What?
DTR? The Downtonbury robot. I think you mean DTR robot.
I think it's great.
Like,
It's like they're such
I
small
think it was
scenes, but
funny.
they
I think it was a
add
funny
such a
skit.
change of pace.
Yes. I also like how the entire I don't think we addressed this, but the entire purpose of the raid trip was to bomb the nudist beach headquarters. But then they
Yep.
were like, "Psych, we actually have double secret headquarters.
Yep.
Like we had a
Guess
headquarters
what?
under our headquarters."
And I mean, we also get the twist here that Satsuki was like against Ragyo this whole time, but like,
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of not a great reveal.
it's okay. I mean,
It's
she's just
fine.
straight up is like, "Time to publicly execute my mother."
It's the next episode where
Time
there's
to
like the
publicly
whole like
execute my mother.
that statement went into my brain and I just processed it, went okay, and kept talking.
Yeah, no, I
It
noticed.
took
That's
me
why I
a
just
minute to
repeat it.
like. Oh man,
Dude,
but like
I really like how she goes to publicly execute her mother, and then her mother's just like nah, and then pulls herself like off the spike, and it's like,
she
what's
can't
poppin'?
die. She
Yeah,
can't
'cause
die.
actually no, someone destroys the spike that she's like
Yeah.
attached to, and then she's just like, sup, I'm literally immortal. How's it hanging? Like what?
Yep. That's like,
It's like,
Ragyo's entire character is just I'm immortal, deal with it.
yeah, true.
It's so stupid.
It's really dumb, and that's why I love it.
But I like the conversation between Satsuki and Ragyo because like
Mhm.
the light keeps changing and like the color
Yeah,
use
they're
keeps
like
changing. It looks
they're
so
like
dope.
battling for who gets to talk more and who's more important and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I really like how you're like, oh, you know, Satsuki, you get shown like Satsuki, and you're like, oh, she just has this crazy ass light. Like this is crazy. She's such a, like a powerful. It gives off this like powerful, eminent like aura. And then it's like, oh, let's check out her mother. And then her mother is like the same thing, but like a spectrum of colors
Yep.
and not just one pure color. Because Junketsu means like purity or whatever, right? So it's like, oh,
Yeah, and then
Satsuki has one pure color. She just like shows off. And then meanwhile, Ragyo Kuryuin, who also just talks French sometimes, kind of pog, because I
what's
can
the whole
understand
point with the La Vie Drôle
it.
thing?
La vie est drôle.
Why is that why
Dude,
is that
life
here?
funny.
Yeah, I get that. Life is strange. I get that.
It's a good quote. Did you say life is strange?
Life is funny, life is strange. It's same shit.
Same shit, different word.
Tabarnak, c'était Québec. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. Anyways.
What do you mean? Dude, they don't even know what we're talking about.
That's not how this works.
They don't even know what we're saying. We're saying like moon runes right now. We're speaking in moon runes.
Speaking enchantment table.
Hell yeah. Let's see. All right, let's hop into episode 18 because I'm just.
That's what I was talking about. Okay, we are on 2 different pages.
Well, I just kept skipping 17 because I remember you were talking about it for a bit, and then I was like, hey, let's go to the mother execution part. But
episode 18 is so confusing.
I really
that
like
whole mind stitching thing.
Just like yeah, mind stitching is like what?
And Ryuko's just I don't like this and pulls it out of her head.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Kind of gamer.
Like they never explained that. What does just like the hair cut out or something? I don't know. I think I lost you again, buddy. I don't think I can hear you anymore. Oh man. You back?
I'm
Can
back. I switched off my hotspot to my actual internet now.
Thank you. Now that we're how far in? Now that we're an hour and a half in.
Yeah, we're 35. But anyways, let's just go and let's chat. Okay. About a very, very slick moment where they straight up cut, like they cut Ryuko and just rip out her heart.
Oh yeah, I thought that was dope.
That was insane because you're like, oh shit, she's gonna die. And then when her heart comes out, you're like, oh, it's sparkling like the life fibers. Wait a second. And it's like, big reveal, she's actually part life fiber. And then you get the backstory of like, oh, you know, your father where they're trying to genetically make someone who was both life fiber and human so that they could like fully be on a life fiber or whatever. Which, why did they need to do that?
I don't think they did. I think they just kind of wanted to.
They just kind of were like, oh, let's experiment because it's fun. But they really didn't have to. And if they
Experiment
never did that,
on our children.
literally they would have won. Like Satsuki just, or Ragia just would have won.
Yep.
Like, because it's like, oh, you know, blah blah blah. Maybe she wouldn't call me, whatever. But like, no, she definitely just would have won. Ragia.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
She didn't.
But it is kind of a good way to end the episode, right?
Yeah, because then it's like, oh, she's the big reveal. She's actually life fiber, and it's like, oh, that kind of explains why she can talk to Senketsu. But then again, wait a second. Hold on. So she can speak life fiber. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
But Senketsu is like, I'm talking Japanese because you wouldn't be able to understand me. Right?
Speaking life fiber.
I'm speaking, yeah, they speak life fiber. Dude, that is some trippy shit. Because when you think about it, Senketsu could always talk to her. It's like, okay, that's a little weird. But like, nobody else can understand Senketsu. And it's like, oh, now it kind of makes sense because she's also like life fiber. But then it doesn't make sense because Senketsu was like, oh, you can't understand me if I'm talking, like I'm talking in Japanese, because if I talked in normal language, you wouldn't understand me. But wouldn't she just be able to? Because she's a life fiber?
Man, let's talk about plot holes for a second.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's my first plot hole that I'm throwing at you.
Oh, man. Like, they don't explain shit.
I mean, they don't need to. I'll just fill in the blanks. Who cares?
In the blanks. That's what I do whenever you cut out.
Shut the hell up. Get him out of here.
But that leads us into episode 19, where it finishes up the little culture festival.
Yep.
Mako gets yoinked.
She does get yoinked.
And Kamagori's like destroyed over it.
Yeah,
which I think is kind of... I think it's nice.
And it's completely understandable because I'm like, man, I ship them. They're literally,
I wouldn't pretend that you did not just say that to me.
If there was any couple in any of this, because what is it? There's literally like no relationships that go beyond friendship, right?
Yeah. Which I mean, I guess is kind of nice, right?
And her, dude, they're like two peas of the same pod. They're like the same. They have like the same like stupid proudness to them, and that's why I think they're awesome together. You know what I'm saying?
I know where you're going, but it's hard for me to agree.
Listen, brother.
Oh my god. Anyways, so like that scene whenever Mako's getting beaten up and he's like destroyed by it, I thought that was cute. However, right after that, whenever the cover starts sneaking around the town, that was like a complete tone change out of absolutely nowhere.
Insane. And Rico is just in coma mode.
Like, what happened? And it's like what, like weeks later or something like that. Like, yeah. I mean, this also has one of my favorite scenes though.
The crazy, you know, like, oh, Rico is life fiber, and then she gets like disgusted.
Yeah.
Like with herself, that she is this like life fiber abomination, and then really hurting my boy Senketsu.
Yeah, she didn't have to go off on him like that. There was no reason.
I'm the same breed of monster you are. Like, whoa. What?
My guy just speaks life fiber. What the hell?
My guy just speaks life fiber, and you're just speaking hurt.
I'm fluent in English and pain.
English and pain. Dude, it's so sad.
This episode does have the scene where Ryuko gets pissed about the noise and just mows down like 50 covers. And that is still one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, because she wakes up
and it's just like, shut up.
She's just pissed up.
Kills 50 of them.
Yeah, straight up in a coma. Then they come in, they fucking make a lot of sound. She's like, oh, I'm pissed. And then murders like a million of them, cuts out all the people. And then everybody's trying to like talk to her and be like, hey, Ryuko, glad you're awake. you should wear senketsu because you know
They just
he loves you
roast
and
my boy
whatnot,
Senketsu.
literally unconditionally. And then Ryuko's like, yes, that thing, gross.
He's disgusting.
Get him out
There
of here.
was
Never,
no
don't
reason
even
for
talk to me.
that.
And then Mako's like, Ryuko, this is your Sunday best. How could you just throw him away like that? And Ryuko just doesn't say anything, walks away. I'm like, man, Mako can't even talk to her now. This is awful.
Cold as hell.
Oh my god.
And then that leads us to episode 20.
Yeah, where Ryuko's like, that's it. Time to settle this literally all myself.
We're talking about how she swings her sword and 2 buildings just fall over.
Yes.
What?
Yes, she becomes infinitely more powerful when she's not wearing senketsu. What?
She's wearing what looks like a tablecloth, but she also steals like a dope-ass purple motorcycle that looks like it will cost me my entire life savings.
Dude, why is the front of it so large? I love it.
I don't know, but it
so
looks
extra.
Awesome.
It's crazy. It's really funny too.
Episode 20. The whole thing about like she gets brainwashed whenever she puts on Jinketsu. They never explain how that happens. Like I get, it feels good, but like they never explain how it brainwashes her.
Dude. Okay, so I'm gonna hit you with the run back.
Oh god.
So basically, you see that in between all the life fibers that like are connecting, a box opens up, right?
Yeah.
And this box shows like it like basically makes her experience her ideal life, but also her ideal life of like happiness in a form of like Ragio's like twisted imagination of like which like so it's a little extra, but that box opens up and then she experiences like being raised by Ragio and like how her life would have been so great having a mother.
Yeah,
like
but
having parents basically.
But how does she see it? Because she's still like moving.
It gets put into her brain.
Yeah, but
it gets implemented into her fucking neural network looking ass, and then that's her life now. That's what she thought she has experienced.
You put in her nervous system. It do look pretty nervous though.
I'm looking pretty nervous. Got me sweating.
Yeah, it's just I just found it odd that they never really explained that, but whatever. I wasn't a huge fan of this episode. It was fine.
Really? I thought it was awesome because her wearing Junketsu was probably my favorite outfit.
I think it gets better in the next episode because that's when we get the dope-ass music alongside Ryuko and Junketsu just kicking the shit out of Satsuki.
Yeah.
Just absolutely bodying her.
Wearing Junketsu is like, okay, cool and all. But Ryuko wearing Junketsu
looks like a serial killer.
She looks crazy cool. She has like this dude, first of all, the back of her hair turns blue. She gets smoky makeup on her eyes and she just turns into a cold-hearted bitch and gets like a makeup or something.
Which they don't really explain that either, do they?
And I'm like, holy crap.
I mean, this episode doesn't make a lot of sense. Mako literally goes into Ryuko's brain or something.
Yes.
After what? They never explained that either. It just happens, and you're like, oh, okay, neat. I guess.
Really, you don't need to. It doesn't need to be explained.
I like to know things, I like to understand. Honestly, that's all I have to say about this episode. I have nothing except for fight scene good, music good.
Fight scene good, music good, and then so you're telling me right now that you aren't thinking what I'm thinking.
Uh-oh.
Listen. Think about this, right? Ryuko is or Satsuki rips open a part in Junketsu and it's Mako, jam Senketsu in there.
Yep.
What?
Yep. That's the plan.
And then they invade her brainwash dream. Okay.
How do they know where to find the brainwash dream? That's my question.
They just show up. I don't know. You don't need to explain that. But they first of all, not just Senketsu shows up. Mako also gets sucked in. What?
Which they don't actually explain how that works.
It doesn't work.
And
It
you
should
never
work.
see it again. You never explain it. Like, why? Why? Watch this all be explained in like the extra episode, and we just didn't watch
Episode
it.
25.
we didn't watch
Episode
it.
25, they look and it's like Ryuko actually eats the lemon and is able to not make a sour face because she has no sour glands or whatever.
I mean,
That's how they explain it. They just go over like the most minute like garbage.
That's actually why that's way more detailed than I expected.
That
Anyways,
would be crazy.
This episode kind of odd, but I mean, cool fight scene, cool music, so I'll take it. I still watched it. I still enjoyed it.
But
so
also,
I can't complain that much.
Like, there's a little bit more I want to talk about this because they throw in the Senketsu, and then they're like, "Hey, Ryuko,
are you happy?
Be cool, bro. Are you happy? Is this really you being happy? You know?" And
It's
then
just-
Mako's
it's
like, "Oh,
just
you're just
me.
gonna have to." Yeah,
It's just
Mako's
me
just like,
having a freaking crisis after watching Your Lie in April.
"Okay, okay."
That's what comes up.
That's what comes up. Of course.
That was a. Oh man, I was not prepared for that day.
Oh man.
Oh man.
But let's talk about your boy. Literal, just like swamp comes out. Like what?
What is that liquid? Is it
Like
brain
a
juice?
bunch of shiny liquid comes out, and you're like, what in the fuck's going on? And then Nui is like, haha, sucks to be you. It didn't work at all. And then she gets a thing stabbed through her.
Which I think they timed that perfectly. That was so cool. And I was like, oh shit, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they're like, oh, if she takes it off, she'll die from shock. And she just doesn't. She just takes it off. She's like, oh, it hurt. What?
Oh, yeah, like, oh, ouchies.
Ouchies. Hurts. Hurtsies. She got chopped in half and didn't die. You think she's going to die from that? Like, what?
True.
It's so weird. Anyways, that brings us to one of my other favorite scenes, which is the Nui getting her arms cut off scene. Because it just happens, and it happens in such a dramatic way that out of nowhere, all you hear is just, boop, and they just fall off.
Yeah, they
didn't even animate it properly. They
like,
just.
Yeah, and then she's like, ah, and then she's like, just kidding. They're just gonna suck back on, and then it's
they
like,
don't.
Then they just go limp, and she's freaking out, and then Ryuko steps on them and crushes them, and you're like, whoa,
which is dark. Like, whoa.
Yeah, but then again, I'm also thinking about this, and I'm like, couldn't she just replace if she just made it a life fiber? Can't you just replace it with other life fibers? Like,
well, they do.
In
episode 23, they do.
Did they replace her arms?
They replaced her arms. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. They replaced it with like this weird like. Doesn't she have like pink arms now or something?
Yeah, they're like a weird color, but I think they're black and blue or something.
Yeah,
like
they're just a really
an odd mixture.
Color. I forgot about.
Anyways, no, they don't look human anymore, which is kind of sad. But we also have the scene where what's her name gets a call from Ragyo saying, "Have Nui work faster," and imagine being on the other end, like, yeah, about that. She kind of doesn't have any more friggin' arms. She's going at this with her teeth.
True.
Explain that to the most powerful.
She has to work faster with using only her teeth. Yep.
Yeah, about that.
Like what?
This is also the point in the show where, like, watching it at 1.5 speed, my brain is absolutely fried.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No.
I'm losing it at this point.
In 1.5 speed to like recap. We're on which episode are we on?
I'm like on 22, 23, depending how you want to look at it.
22, 23. Good. Let's talk. Right after 23, we're gonna go straight right before the end. We're gonna hit him with the definitive Goku uniform / Kamui tier list.
Okay.
We're only gonna do.
We'll do 23 now then.
We're only do 3-star and Kamuis, I think. If we do 2 stars, it's gonna take a while.
Okay. We'll do 23 there now.
Also, it's extremely hard to remember all the tier 2 Kamuis.
Well, I'll have you create I'll have you create a graphic for it for the YouTube video.
Hey, all you YouTube folks, you're in for a treat. You're gonna get to see my crazy graphic design skills, and they're definitely not.
It's gonna look like
asinine.
ass. It's gonna look horrible.
No.
Oh my god. Anyways, episode 23. I like the last Blade Regalia design. You don't. But why isn't he blind anymore?
Because if he was blind, he wouldn't be able to fight to his full potential.
But like, do they say what point he stopped being blind, or do they just reveal it?
No, it's just a surprise.
Okay, that's fair. I thought I missed something for a while. So, this is my biggest issue with this episode. Who created a boat that is run by people running on hamster wheels?
The answer is Mr. Teach himself. Your
Mr.
boy,
Teach is like, this is a representation of the Japanese school system.
True. Dude, Mikisugi's like, ayo.
I'm gonna put some social commentary into this show.
Mm-hmm.
The music after the boat crashes, though, I don't remember what piece it is, but it sounds so dope, and I love it. It's so good. It's one of my favorite on the show because it sounds super dark, super glistening. I love it. Glistening? Is that even a word?
True. Glistening?
Glistening. Is that a word? I don't
Glistening?
know. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Is a word. I think has a glisten.
Has a glisten to it. There's something very neat about it. Let's go with that.
Mm-hmm. True.
Anyways, anything you want to say about 23?
Anyways. Well, now that we're talking about 23, I want to talk about how they're just like, oh, yes, let's throw the whole plan where I'm going to get cut in half, but not fully.
Like, yeah, why is it the first plan you come up with? It probably hurts like so much.
Yeah, and also the way they communicate, Kate, like I'm gonna cut myself in half, like I'm gonna get bodied and then infiltrate the thing, was literally with 2 finger points. She points up with her fingers, then points down. And Satsuki's like, I understand completely.
I understand completely. Like, yes, I. It's so stupid.
Dude, I'm telling you, they still out here speaking life fibers.
They out here speaking life fiber. That's what it is. It's like...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But man, weird as fuck.
Anyways.
Yeah, and then she's like, oh yes, game time. Time to decapitate the fucking
primordial life. And then they crash the boat into it for some reason. I still don't understand why that happened, but whatever.
I don't know. It's gamer time.
Just plot point, boat needed to get destroyed.
Sure.
And now it's time for your tier list. I'll let you have the floor.
Time for my tier list.
And then I'll let you do your thing. Tell me when you're done, and I'll make fun of your choices.
Okay. Everybody, listen here. This is now the Connor show, starring Connor. Check this shit out. So, out of all, I'm gonna go one by one here, talking about each regalia. So we have the Mark 1s for everybody. We have the Blade Regalia, Mark 1, Shackle, Probe, and Symphony. Let's talk Mark 1s originally. Blade Regalia kind of looks meh because of all the little kendo sticks on his fingers. Looks weird. Looks kind of stupid. The Shackle Regalia, being like, Shackle Regalia and then turns into Scourge Regalia. The Scourge Regalia looks insane. Shackle Regalia looks dumb as fuck, especially because he gets all ballooned. But it's fun. It's cool. It's a funny one. He's got the like gag in his mouth. A little weird. A little funky, some would say. But we have now Probe Regalia Mark 1. That one's honestly a classic because of how many keyboards he has all over his body where he just shifts to typing. Pretty cool. Let's now talk Mark 1 Symphony. Kind of like a chicken, I guess.
Excuse me, did you just call it a chicken?
Little wings, whatever. She looks like a chicken. She got little wings, like chicken wings.
I know I wasn't going to say anything, but I heard that and had to butt in for a second.
Okay, well, whatever.
Sorry, continue.
All right, now we're hopping into Mark 2's. Blade Regalia Mark 2, way cooler than Mark 1. Insane. like absolutely nuts. Then Mark II for Shackle Regalia, pretty insane because he kind of gets rid of the whole, you know, you got to hit me first, like then I'll attack, and he just comes out with big honking monster looking like, and I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Mark II Pro Regalia, I'm like, okay, because he's all pixelated, like I get it, but it doesn't really fit the whole style. Like it fits his character of like, you know, computer stuff, but it feels like it was a weak attempt at something that they could have done cooler. Then the Symphony Regalia Mark II, it goes back to this whole like flying thing, which I don't really like because like compared to the original Mark One Symphony Regalia, it's like, oh yeah, she's flying, you know, I get it. But the Mark One De Capo, insane, really cool. Just it's literally just a baton. She has actually a little like chicken on her head or a little skull. Why do I think it's a chicken? I don't know. She looked very chicken.
Now you're stuck on the chicken thing again.
Shut up. So she got a little skull on her head, on her hat. Her hat gets bigger and it gets the big part that like makes the sound. Very cool. I really like De Capo. That one's insanely awesome. Then all these Mark IIs, right? She has like, I want to say the Symphony Regalia Mark II has like second coolest, because I guess by this time Blade Regalia would be Mark III because he just has an extra mark. Like Sanagayama just has an extra mark of Goku uniform where he has Mark III. But Mark III, I'd say coolest in at the timeline of like when everybody else is Mark IIs. And then second would be like Symphony Regalia, you know, yada yada. And then finally we get into like the finale. Okay. So finale, and because we have Symphony Regalia finale, or Pro Regalia unveiled, Shackle Regalia unleashed, Blade Regalia unsealed. Each one is like, okay, understandable. I don't really like the unsealed and unleashed ones that much. I'm like, meh. I think by far the best ones are probably the Truth Unveiled and like Secret Unsealed's pretty cool. Persona Unleashed is like okay, and then like Finale's meh. Like I don't really like it. So now, and then we have obviously the Kamuis of the classics. We have Riko Senketsu, then we have Riko Junketsu, then we have Satsuki Junketsu, and then Satsuki Senketsu. And let me tell you something.
If you don't think Senketsu is an S tier friggin' Kamui, you are on crack.
Okay, it's pretty cool and all.
It's dope. It looks dope.
Listen, it's cool. That's what I'll say to that.
I will allow you to have your opinion on every single other one, but if you think Senketsu is not S tier, you are on drugs. Okay. And I will fight you on that point.
By far, the absolute best one. Like, no holds bars. Actually, do I want to include, like, Ragyo's kinda Kamui? She puts on that, like, crazy-ass, like, ooh, you know?
Yeah, doesn't Nui get swallowed by it or, like, take control of it or some shit?
Yeah, it's weird.
Still never explained that.
Weird stuff happens. She, like, cuts off her own head.
Yeah. Nui's kind of insane, but I like the character.
So I'm going to just say right now, I think by far best is probably Senketsu Kurosaga version. Like the one she uses in the fight against Ragyo. That one, probably number one. Then it goes Ryuko in Junketsu. Then it goes in my tier list, of course. You're going to enjoy this one. Because it's a thought. Okay. I'll just go through all the S tier. So
it's going to be Shackle Regalia, isn't it?
Obviously, Ryuko.
I'm right, aren't
Kurosaga
I?
Version.
I know I'm correct.
Then shut up. Then it goes Ryuko Junketsu. Then it goes Mark I De Capo. And then I will say Senketsu, normal Senketsu, pretty cool. You know, with all those different versions, they're very, very, very dope. Then I want to say Satsuki in Junketsu, high A tier, maybe not S tier. I don't know.
I wouldn't put it higher than A. Honestly, I would put it as a B.
Yeah, I'm thinking A tier. Now we get into the very minute stuff. I'm gonna say in A tier we have the Mark III Tailor's Regalia, literally the first of its kind. Shiro Iori just makes a Tailor Regalia, Mark III one.
Oh yeah,
pretty cool looking, honestly. Because you get like this like whole like it reminds me a little bit of like Yu-Gi-Oh when the guy has the Cyber Dragons card.
you're saying that like I've watched Yu-Gi-Oh.
I really like the Tailor Regalia.
I think it's a nice
here,
design.
Cole. Pipe down. Fuck you too.
I have not watched
Anyways,
Yu-Gi-Oh. I have not watched a single episode.
Hopping back, then like high A as well. Blade Regalia Mark III. I'm gonna say there's not a Pro Regalia Mark or Pro Regalia Truth Unveiled, also A tier. Then hopping into B tier, I'm gonna say the Mark I Pro Regalia B tier, Mark II Symphony Regalia B tier. I'm gonna say Mark II Blade Regalia also an A tier behind Mark III.
Really?
Because Mark II is like it's funny looking. He's got like huge thighs, little feet, big fists. It's cool looking actually. So I'm gonna say like low A tier, like bottom A tier. But now I'm gonna say and let's like Shackle Regalia, Scourge Regalia actually, I would include an A tier as well. Probably higher than Blade Regalia Mark II. But literally like normal Shackle Regalia definitely docks at some points. Like Shackle Regalia versus Scourge. Like Shackle just sucks. Looks stupid. I don't really.
I thought you loved Shackle. That's what you.
No, I'm mainly a Scourge guy. Like Shackle's funny looking. He's got little elf feet, no arms. How are you supposed to fight any? It's stupid looking.
It's your astrological sign. Tell me which Shackle Regalia you like the most.
All right, buddy. So that's like a B tier. We hop into like C tier, and I gotta say like C tier is probably like Mark I Original Symphony Regalia. Like the Mark I for that one's definitely like some C tier stuff. And I'm gonna say Persona Unleashed and Secret Unsealed are also C tier. Then in absolute F tier, Mark II Pro Regalia, Finale Jakuzure like Symphony Regalia, and Mark I Blade Regalia F tier.
Honestly, I kind of agree with most of that.
Did I say Mark II Shackle Regalia yet? Because that's B tier. But anyways, and that should be all of them. That's all the tier 3s and the commonlies. Actually, hold on. There's one more. Remember when that one chick put on Senketsu and was trying to overthrow Kiryuin?
Are we counting that?
I'm going to say that's also F tier.
Straight F. I'm not even going to bother. Oh my god. I agree with most of that list, though, to be honest.
Yeah. Although, honestly, the outside uniforms, because let's see, each uniform had a different like kind of style. They're all the same style, really, but they just shifted colors. There's the white and black originals, like on the outside before they transform. Then there's the gold and white, and they still have a little black on them.
The gold and white looked awesome.
Full black, gold, and then a little white for the symbol. But I think
the black and gold and the white and gold look dope.
Yeah, black.
I kind of preferred the black, but
and white gold were insane. I like the white gold a little more, especially because that's just the better transformations. Honestly,
I like the black because it represents my soul.
Weird.
Kind of weird. That to everyone that will watch this. Anyways,
yeah, whatever. So there's my tier list.
Moving on to the final episode.
Now that you've gotten your excellent tier list, absolute A tier list. Insane.
Oh my god. I have one line written down for the final episode.
Really?
It's fine.
Really? You wrote
That's all I wrote.
Fine.
It's fine. That's all I wrote. I had nothing. I watched it like 6 times and I'm like, okay.
You're just kind of an asshole. hold on.
It's that's what it is. It's
okay.
fine. It leaves so much unsaid, and like after it's just like whatever. I mean, they kill off Senketsu, and
Dude,
there was no reason for that.
Dude, it was sad as hell. Yeah, she loses Senketsu.
Yeah, she loses his shirt. Like, and how did she even lose it? She was too strong, so I'm gonna burn up in the atmosphere. What?
Like, okay,
I don't get it.
He had to protect her, you know.
Sure.
Also, how are they breathing
it was
space?
I have no idea. I mean, she's not human.
That's true. Ragyo's also not human, isn't she?
Yeah, she's kind of the same. She's in the same boat. So
yeah. So I guess life fibers don't need to breathe air.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
They also don't need to talk because they can just talk in life fiber and
just talk in life
They
fiber.
can breathe space and talk in life fiber. They're insane.
They can breathe space.
Yeah.
The biggest twist yet. Ragyo isn't human because she's Keko the gecko.
Fuck off. This shit out of here. Stupid dumbass thing. All right. I'm going to talk a bit more about 24. Dude, what do you think? The fight scene was pretty cool.
The fight scene was kind of good.
Was the fight scene cool? We get to see because we get to see the Kirisaga version, which honestly my favorite combo.
It is pretty dope, yeah.
Insane. Like the color scheme is amazing. And by the way, if I had to put Ragyo, this is a little throwback to that tier list thing. If I had to put Ragyo
5 minutes ago,
list, I'd probably put it in B. It's not that good, not that bad either.
It's fine. I'd probably put it. I'd probably put it low A.
It's just fine.
I'd probably put it low.
It's crazy. Yeah. You know the opening?
The opening song?
Which I think they did.
Which one? There's two of them, aren't
there? The second one with the whole satellite comes down.
I hated that one. That was garbage.
You hated that one? That's understandable. But I realized in episode 24, they have a scene where you get to see the satellite.
Yeah.
And then when the intro happens, you zoom into that satellite and you get to see the satellite as they're fighting. I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because you're not actually the intro doesn't play, but it plays what the intro cinematics were when it zooms in and it goes a little further and kind of repeats itself a little bit. But it has these awesome graphics. But man, it's weird. It's weird. And
that screw you up.
Ragyo is kind of terrifying.
I don't like Ragyo as a character. Honestly, she's just boring. Yeah, she looks like a villain and everything, but I just find her very boring.
Also, I'm now going to say that Ragyo, her suit Mark II,
the last one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say it's A tier.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
A tier.
I kind of agree with that.
Because she gets these crazy horn looking ass, and she looks very much like a jester.
Crazy horn looking ass.
Always. I always, in my mind, subconsciously put her as a jester. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm gonna go with it.
Okay, understandable. Also, I like this straight up plot armor where she's like, yo, whenever I get close to dying, I just get stronger. So she intentionally fucking falls. She intentionally runs into Ragyo's blade, and then it's just like, yo, I'm now strong as hell. What?
I don't even bother trying to follow all the plot holes and plot armor at this point.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, the final episode was fine.
True.
It was fine. Nice fight scene. Decent music. A lot left unsaid. A scene that was supposed to be sad where I was just kind of eh.
Okay. I'm gonna hit you with something real quick. So what do you think about the whole, if you look at it like this, Ragyo and
Ryuko
and Ragu. the
Thank
pasta
you, the
sauce herself.
review.
Okay, this guy needs to go to bed. You been drinking for this one?
No.
Not a word.
Just have no sleep.
He's over there like, huh?
I just have no. I haven't drank. I just had no sleep.
That's fair. But let's hear. Okay, you really got me off guard with the whole ragu thing. But let's chat about the finale, the final moment where you look at it and it's like Ragu is the embodiment of people and clothing can never get along, and we should be dominated by clothing. And then Ryuko is like humans and clothing can coexist, and I'm a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
And that's where they're like clashing at the end, where it's like, I'm going to prove once and for all by defeating you that humans cooperating with clothing is stronger than humans being dominated by clothing, yada yada. And I think it's really crazy because she just like pops off on this process. And when you really think about it, it's like two gods are fighting right now because nobody can really stop Ryuko, and nobody can stop Kiryuin or Ragu, unless they stop each other. So it's like if one of them ever like changes sides, one side is just completely dominant,
Game over.
But I think it's really crazy because this whole, I'm the perfect embodiment of like coexistence, and we can coexist and learn from each other and love each other, yada yada. And I think it's great message to send out, I guess. And I think it's really funny. The line, people are people, clothing is clothing.
The floor here is made out of floor.
Yeah, well, it's so obvious, right? It's like, people are people, clothing is clothing. And Ragu is like, what the fuck are you talking about? Fucker. I'm gonna kill you now. I'm gonna act. Ryuko just straight up is like, nonsensical is our thing. What? Their entire, like, everything is so unbelievably extra.
Yep, and that's what makes it so good.
It's like, what?
Because nothing makes sense.
And she grabs a mic. Dude, she grabs a mic and yells at all the life fibers and says, people are people, clothing are clothing. Turn all the humans back into humans.
Yeah, and they listen.
And it just works.
You want to know why it worked? Because she spoke life fiber.
She spoke life fiber, yeah. And she straight up absorbed all of Ragu's life fibers because of her absorption ability that just kind of gets thrown out there. And
kind of happens.
Kiryuin or Ragu is just in space, no clothes, just chilling there.
Vibing. I would do the same if I could.
What's up?
Oh, not that last part, but
okay.
Oh yeah, the show is a bit extra at times, but I think that's what gives it its charm.
Yeah, when Ragu's like, pussy shit, I choose when I die, bitch, and then stabs herself in the heart, crushes her heart, and then disappears from existence, like turns into a red stain, explodes.
Yep.
Oh my god. And then Senketsu's like, hey, I'm just gonna save you from going into the atmosphere. By the way, everybody else, literally all the other people, went through the atmosphere as well. And because they were still like, the life fibers were still like wrapped around them, so the life fibers burned off. So I guess the only way for anybody to get back to Earth was if the life fibers surrounding them were burned. So it makes sense why Senketsu just dies, but then it doesn't make sense at all because her going into, like, out of the atmosphere isn't that like the same thing as going into the atmosphere?
Not technically, but you would still die, I believe.
Also, how fucking gangster is it that fucking Satsuki just catches Ryuko?
Yeah, I mean,
and like runs out, catches her, and then everybody else like gets behind her and like protects her,
Yeah.
And then it's like,
I mean, it's
like,
fine.
It's a nice.
I feel like it could have been done better.
It's a nice, really touching moment, dude. It was a super touching moment, and it was awesome. Also, I love how they have the nudist beach people have glows over their nips.
Oh
And
yeah,
like
like the
other
purple
area.
glows. Yeah.
That's so funny. The purple glow. Because you can't show nips.
Yeah, what are we? We're not Evangelion.
You just can't. We're not Evangelion. You can't show nips
You
out
can't
here.
show nips.
Get that shit out of here. Can't show nips. But I think it is a great end to the show. I think it was
It's
amazing.
fine. I'm not that
The
big of a
end was
fan of
super
it.
sad, really cool, and I really like it. Like they have like a straight up like family moment at the end as well, and it's beautiful. It truly is.
I mean, there's just my problem at the end is that there's so
Okay.
much that's just unsaid and that they don't explain and like they don't go more into.
Yeah, but that's what makes it so perfect.
I would have liked to know. I would like to see a bit
No,
extra.
that's stupid, dude. Anything they would tell you would be disappointing after what you just saw. 100%.
Would it be though?
Think about it like this. Think about it like this.
I just realized I
What
didn't get the
do you
score
want to
list
know?
ready. I don't know. They said that they were going on a date. I would have liked to see more friendly connection between the two of them. I would have liked to see some bonding between Satsuki and Ryuko.
You do get to see that
Not really.
in the end credits.
I mean, yeah, but does that count?
That counts, dude. It's so good.
I mean, I guess you see it, but like I would have liked
You
an
get to see
episode.
You
Like,
get
I would
to
have liked
see
an after.
Satsuki in short hair and a cute outfit, and she's embarrassed and stuff. When has she ever been embarrassed?
I think I missed that. I'm gonna look at that right now.
She is straight up. They take a photo with her when she's in short hair and like casual clothes, and she is like blushing red because she's embarrassed, and she's with Mako and Ryuko. It's amazing. It's so cool. And they go out and they like eat like parfaits and ice cream and they go shopping and the Elite Four follows and stalks them. But
I don't know if you can see this, but I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, I'm rewatching it because it's so good. It's so cute and adorable, and it's a perfect ending.
Why'd you go with short hair?
Thanks for playing that into the mic.
Oh, I'm playing it away from the mic, but it's just probably just really loud.
It ain't copyrighted, dumbass. Mute your fucking mic. Yeah,
okay, I already watched it. It's all good. Wait.
What?
I don't know. I would have liked to see like a bit more. That's all I'm going.
Do you want to watch episode 25 live on air?
No, it's fine. It's okay.
Cole, we're watching episode 25 live.
Okay, can you share your screen then so I can see it?
Host disabled participant screen
I
sharing.
thought about that. Give me a second. How do I
fix that? Hey everybody, you're gonna get to see our first reaction, our awesome reaction of episode 25, Kill la Kill. I didn't type anything other than episode 25. Apparently.
Oh, is your screen playing?
What? Did I share my screen? It's still disabled. I don't understand.
Oh, I put up your video. Wait, I screwed up.
You're a clown.
There, go for it.
All right. Share screen, everybody. Sorry that this is so fucking out of, like, just so absolutely insane wacky, you know? Because, you know how it is.
Oh, this looks illegal.
I haven't played. Give me a second. I gotta open this. I gotta find the episode. Cole, talk to the people.
Well, before we watch the episode, I want to know your ranking so I can plug it into the spreadsheet.
Cole, my ranking is...
And we allowed one place of decimal.
We did allow one place of decimal. I'm going to say 8.6.
8.6. Jesus. Okay. I was thinking more...
Positive 8.6.
I was thinking more 7.5, but... Actually, I'm going to give it 7.8.
7.8?
I don't think it... I think it's a high 7 rather than a mid-tier.
Okay.
But I don't think... Because I still
So you think it's 7.8? Is that what you said?
I think it's 7.8. Because I do still have problems with it. but I liked it a lot.
Understandable.
So I'll give it a 7.8, which makes it the highest ranked one so far.
Also, I'm getting malware from this.
This is an illegal
sure,
site, 100%.
Don't say it's illegal, Cole.
It says in the top left corner, one new message.
Shut up.
Spank me with a kissy face.
Shut up. Shut up, Cole.
Oh my god, this is.
Why aren't you sharing the screen, you bastard?
What do you mean? Why am I sharing the screen?
Why aren't you? My internet sucks.
I don't know. I don't know where to find it.
I got played. I'm on a perfectly normal site that anybody could access and or only people who can pay money can access because it is absolutely allowed by the publishers. Cole, I need you to find it and I need you to play.
Wait, I'm watching the last episode. Give me a second.
What? You're watching without me?
No, I'm watching like the end credits of that last one.
Oh, okay. All right, so everybody, let me chat while we're trying to figure this out. What did I call it? What did I give this? I gave this like an 8 point something, right?
You gave this an 8.6.
8.6. Yeah, I agree 100% with that. 8.6 is a great number to have.
I think it's a bit high because I consider 10 out of 10 like perfect,
like fun. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Are you looking? Cool. I got it.
Oh, I'm seeing. Here we go.
All right. Looks like we get to see.
I'm ready.
Looks like we get to see Satsuki fight.
Oh, it's so
2 weeks after
laggy.
the final battle.
It's so laggy on my screen.
Okay. He wants to beat Lady Satsuki. Okay.
He's
Mr. Monkey himself.
Mr. Monkey. Hey.
Okay, Cole. Dude, those are nips. What the hell?
Yo, he's actually jacked.
He is jacked.
Oh my god.
They're all jacked.
I also can't hear what they're saying.
Mr. Pro Regalia is jacked. You can't hear what they're saying?
I can't hear what they're saying. So I'm just going off what you're saying. It's fine. It's fine. I can read lips pretty well. It's fine. I know it's in Japanese. But
you can't read lips if it's in Japanese. You're actually stupid. Hold on. Wait, does this play in the recording?
What do you mean?
Cool. This straight up is playing in the recording.
Yes, let's go. We're stealing audio.
Yep, we're just stealing their audio.
Oh man, we'll have to.
We might have to completely cut this out, everybody.
Oh, just put a big censor over it. It's fine.
Okay, dude, he's in it to win.
Oh, he's pissed.
Oh shit, dude, Satsuki just vanished. She won.
Oh!
She broke his kendo stick. Get a new one.
Just fight her with that. It's not done yet.
He just admitted defeat. What the hell? Thanks, Satsuki. You suck. You're a bitch.
Why is this still like a wasteland?
Did she use an actual sword?
She actually?
I don't know.
Omaka's going to town.
She just wasn't there.
Why are they still wearing Goku uniforms?
Did you hear that, Cole? Her iron will is now gone. Her heart's not in the fight. It wasn't in the fight. Her heart's not in this anymore.
She has no reason to fight anymore, so why would she keep doing it? I have no idea what this... I don't know what they're saying, but this seems really dramatic.
Dude, they're shutting down Honoji Academy in 30 days.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, the experiment's done, right?
Since Iragio's like gone and defeated now, it's time.
I mean, it also looks like a wasteland. I don't think you can legally have children there.
Did you just see Maka? She was like, she didn't have a backlight and didn't clack her heel either. Is that we could? Oh, that's gonna get striked.
That's gonna get striked. We're done for.
This is all gonna get striked. Not allowed to play this, right?
Is this like covering your track or?
Huh?
Is this on a separate track or something? Or am I gonna have to censor you too?
You can't hear this, so you're gonna have to use your audio, what you can hear from me, so we can use up to what. Oh God.
At this, dude, we need to cut this part out and start using the Zoom audio.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
These
What the
three are
hell is
moving
happening?
away. This is so sad.
I mean,
The three the
do
three
they
boys who follow Mataro around.
these kids have families?
He just said later, bitches. Oh yeah, and now Mataro's moving, I think. Yeah, look at them. Oh my god, they picked up the house.
They picked up the house.
Of
What
course
is
they picked
happening?
up the house.
This is literally that
Why the
house
hell not?
mover show.
Yeah, I know. Dude, you telling me this isn't an 8.6? This is amazing. God, another song, Cole.
God, we're done for.
It's game over. This song is actually, I think this is the first time they played this.
Wait, this is
It's
a
very
graduation
sad.
ceremony?
It's an extremely sad song.
I can't hear it, so I'll take your word for it.
They're wondering what school they're transferring to. They're going to Renato High. Oh, thanks, teacher.
This guy still has his teaching license? Didn't he like kill people?
It's whatever.
It's fine.
I like how he was the world history teacher. Yeah.
What?
You know, on your screen, it just looks like he was looking at her boobs and then she covered herself. But it was actually like, he was like, hey, are you doing okay with your uniform?
Whose clothes are these?
Oh, sup, Mako. Oh my god.
Oh God. What was that? Oh
What,
my
you
God,
can't
what's
tell what she's saying?
I know. All I see is rope, and I'm very nervous.
Cool. She obviously said, Ryuko's because Senketsu's gone. Dumbass.
Oh my God, I need to censor that. You can't say that.
Can I not?
No.
Dude, it's fine. We can't literally play any of this, basically.
Oh my God, I need to censor that.
Dude, you need to censor half of this. It's gonna be insane.
God.
Okay, let's keep talking. Basically, it went like this. She was like,
Are we gonna talk?
you don't have to worry about...
Wait. I'm gonna stop you because you went, can I not say that? No, Connor.
What's the deal?
You can't make jokes
We
about
can't talk
that.
about it, Ryuko?
Ah.
Dude, there's no joke about it. That's just what happened. Oh, dude, I can put this to 2x speed. You ready?
Yeah, let's go. Oh, this looks like a fever dream.
Yeah. Oh my god, look at their hands.
Oh my God.
His hands duplicated.
Happening?
What? They have more than 2 hands. Crazy. Great stopping point. All right. I'm gonna say something to you, Cole. So basically, what's going on is everybody's moving to like their own respective thing, doing their own business. He's going to like IT, for school, whatever. Gamagori is working at his family's ironworks place. Jakazura is like going to her family business and whatever. They're just taking all these kids with them, apparently, their respective groups.
Because that's legal.
Yeah, of course it is. He's gonna go work for his folks. Mm-hmm.
And Ryuko is still an orphan.
Yeah. Ryuko's going to a school with Mako, and Satsuki arranged everybody's transfers, but nobody knows what Satsuki's gonna do. Also, she just thanked Sayori. Or not Sayori. God. Sorori or whatever. She thanked her butler, Cole. And then it's like, oh. Who was that? Auntie Kotsky? What's poppin'?
Auntie Kotsky?
And Auntie... Oh.
Wait, why is she wearing Junkets again?
She's... Dude, she's wearing Junketsu.
Yeah, but why?
What the hell's going on?
This is
Wait.
something, all right.
Wait. Cole,
What is happening? It's just going so fast.
these people just showed up. It's the Elite Four, but they're black. Yeah, they got rid of all the life fibers, so what the hell's going on?
Are they in
Inamute
a
doesn't
time
know what's
loop?
going on either.
Oh,
Dude, dude, he just hacked into Inumata's thing. The Black Pro Regalia guy just hacked into his thing.
it's
Now he's
insane.
beating on this kid.
What is happening?
Holy shit. What? Chick's crazy strong, even without a uniform.
What is happening?
Oh my god. Cole?
What am I witnessing? Why is her eyes green?
Cool.
You okay, buddy? Do you need some time?
I have no clue what's going on. This guy just showed up. Oh my god. DTR robots.
Rowboats?
Custom DTRs, baby. Custom Elite 4 DTRs that were never used because they hated them so much. It's... Why did he have that under his clothes? Why did all of them have that under their normal clothes?
Just in case.
Dude, it's DTR
prepared.
time. What
They're
the hell is going
prepared.
on?
$10, they just had some extra fight animations and were really bored.
Dude,
So
did
they're
you
like,
hear?
"Ah."
Actually, no, you can't hear any of this.
I
Oh,
can't hear.
it's this girl.
Oh, she's still alive?
She's still alive, apparently.
Is that a
She-
nuke? What is happening?
That's like a life fiber bomb. Oh, she's hitting no life deserves to be taken. Very pog. Thanks, Satsuki.
This conversation looks insane at ×2 speed and no sound. Why does she look like G.I. Joe? Like,
She looks like G.I. Joe because, I don't know.
so,
Somewhere in
20
Africa.
years ago, somewhere in Africa.
20
What?
years ago, somewhere in Africa. Holy
Oh
shit!
my god!
What the hell is going on? Dude. Dude,
This is
Raggyo's insane. Yeah. Stabs her with needle. You have potential. Gives her these sunglasses. Very cool. Then gives her a name. Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of sad, actually. I didn't hear what happened, but it looks sad.
It was sad. Or it's happy because it's like, oh, Lady Satsuki gave me a purpose. But, oh. What the shit? So this chick just took control of the entire school and it's now a giant mech.
It's just Evangelion.
And
all over
Mako is also been captured.
again. Was she there the whole time?
I guess so.
Just vibing.
They really are screwed. Oh my god, their DTRs look so stupid.
Yeah, someone definitely animated them, and then they couldn't put it in the actual show, so they just did this.
Dude, the man just made... Dude, this guy just made the DTRs go on autopilot because they just didn't want to use the DTRs so badly. Oh shit. So those black regalia or the black Kamui and the black Goku uniforms are all creations of what the students thought about the Elite Four and Lady Satsuki. So it tapped into their mind and then extracted the information. Oh, Mako took over. As you can tell by Mako's arm cross.
Yeah, I
into the sky.
kind of thought there was something going on. What is happening? Oh
Uh,
my god, was that beef?
I actually don't even know what she said. It went too fast.
That was lightning speed.
Dude, they pulled out missile flutes again.
It's the missile recorders
She did the sound barrier thing.
with her mouth. What?
Oh,
Oh, oh. Go for it.
it just powered him off, and then it hit him over
That's
the head
my
with a
favorite
bottle.
scene in the entire show.
That's
That's
insane.
awesome.
That
Just
was so
powered
good.
off. And then what was it? a
Dude,
keyboard?
cool. You missed the line. He said, "Nobody knows my weaknesses better than I do," and he did that.
Just powered off. And then what did he
Dude,
hit him
this
with?
random chick who is not even like top villain is just here, I guess. Oh my god, this giant mech's nuts. Ryuko just fell into the world. Oh shit.
All around me are
She's now giving
familiar
monologue and whatnot.
faces.
What?
What?
He just said, Ryuko, use these. Senketsu said that. and threw them down at her.
I don't think that's. Are they on fire?
And then she just said, "Senketsu." She's running up a 90-degree cliff. What? Cole.
This is the best episode I've ever seen. This is so good.
Cole, this is insane.
Is that his spirit?
Sorry, I screwed the pooch on this one.
Oh my god. Oh, are you
Okay, no, that's literally just that. I was trying to see if I could get captions going for you, but there
It's
now.
all good. It's all good. I'm just
Because that would have been.
with the flow.
What? Scissor alumni mode? Oh.
Uh-oh.
This is the graduation from Raggio, dude. Graduation ceremony. What? Okay. She just had a little flash of her wearing Senketsu, and I was like, what? And then it was just like, oh yeah, it's just, stuff. Whatever. Jesus Christ,
So
how
not
did she
only can
manage
the
to do
scissors
that?
get super small, but they can also
Yeah.
get to
She
Godzilla
also made them
size.
extremely big. And also, did you see how she just sucked up life fibers into her hair?
No, but that's odd.
It is odd. Oh, shit. Oh, dude, she's not even fighting back. She's just talking her down from her anger.
What you getting stabbed and then talking down to the person
she's
that
back to
stabbed you?
Get this chick out of here. Nonsense is how we roll. The classic line that Ryuko said.
That was a
Dude.
dramatic head turn.
Extremely. This was all extremely dramatic.
Oh, is that why she cut her hair?
Maybe. Yeah, Thanks. That girl who was the villain is also now a friend now. They converted her into a
Okay,
friend.
that happened in about 30 seconds.
Yep.
Why isn't she wearing a shirt? I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
honest.
But she just
She
said a
kinda looks
farewell
badass
gift
with
to
short
our
hair.
mother or something.
She kind of looks badass with short hair.
Cool.
They should have went with that from the get-go.
True. She looks insane with short hair. She looks so cool. She looks cuter. That's what I'll say.
Oh,
They're giving
Jesus
a salute
Christ.
to Hanaji Academy.
What a salute is that?
There goes the scissor blades. She's just sitting on a house.
She's just vibing. Oh, is that it?
That's it.
Okay, well that happened.
We just went through 27 minutes and like
That was 27 minutes in about 5 seconds. I mean, Sunketsu is still
Jesus
dead.
fucking Christ.
That was
She
insane.
just said, when you're right, you're right.
Yo.
Well, okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for the star. Little flash of red. Okay,
All right,
everybody.
that's a
now
nice
that
little
that's
extra
over.
episode. That's a nice
Now
little
that that is
extra
over,
episode.
we might end up cutting out all of that and just splicing it together.
We might have to, unfortunately.
We might literally have to. So, I'm still sharing my screen.
This is really,
Nicole, let's
really
click on this.
random. This is really, really random.
Oh, what do you think? You click on this?
I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that.
All right, cool.
You ever watch a
Stop
Kame ga Kill?
Yes, I've watched a comic.
Why does a Kame wear a tie?
Shut the fuck up. We're not talking about a comic.
No, I know.
Kill la
But
Kill.
why? Why does she wear a tie?
I don't know. Also,
I
I
just
literally
started
want to point
watching
out this is called Kill la Kill, and la just means the, so it's kill the kill. What the fuck?
Does it have a Japanese term?
Yeah, it's a different name in Japanese, obviously, I think.
Obviously, I think.
Obviously, I don't fucking know.
Kyuru ga rakiriru?
Kyuraku.
Is that what it translates to? I'm not really 100% sure.
Raku. Oh, I get it. It's like kill la kill, and the way you'd pronounce it is like kill la kill if you were Japanese and trying to say kill la kill. Kyuraku. That's literally just like
what?
hold on.
Yeah, it is Kyuru's Rakiru, by the way.
Yeah. And also,
Probably pronounced differently, but
it's pronounced very similar because you know how this actually happens a lot. If there is a Japanese word, okay, and it is God, what was it name? Ra? Is it Ra? Yeah, okay. But basically, a Japanese word that is or a Japanese word that is untranslatable to to Japanese, like an English word untranslatable to, like if let's say hamburger doesn't have a translation, it'd be like hamburger, right? They would just say it, but with their accent.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
I'm assuming we would do the same.
yeah, it's like kirakiru, which is kind of like kill a kill. But yeah, no, it's understandable. It's the exact same thing. So it's like they took kill a kill or they took this name, Japanese, and they're like, it sounds like this. And I think that's how they got the name.
Oh, fair. Honestly, that's probably what I would do too.
But yeah, very cool.
I read something. Speaking of like words.
Actually, cool.
Yeah.
Does your rating change at all after seeing episode 25?
Unfortunately, I am not counting it.
Unfortunately, I'm now changing my rating to a 9.
I mean, it's not that I'm not counting it. I don't think it will affect my score.
Cool. It's now an 8.8. It moved up by 0.2 in the decimal places.
So not 9?
You know, it's a 9.
Okay, I'm putting it in as a 9 because I'm not changing it again.
Good. It was awesome.
It was really good. It was very, very good. I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely nuts.
Another thing, while we're on the topic of words, though, I don't know how true this is. I read somewhere that the idea of it came from, I don't remember his name. Basically, the original writer, basically.
Kazuki Nakashima?
I think we're thinking of the same person.
Yeah, anyways, no, I'm looking at the Kill a Kill Wikipedia right now.
I remember reading somewhere that the idea came because he thought the word for fashion and fascism sounded really similar.
That makes sense.
And I'm like, how did you put those together?
It's really cool. No,
this guy,
really awesome.
This guy, I never would have thought of those two words together.
Dude.
My man is intelligent.
The man's a genius.
Oh, man.
But I think it's awesome. This is one of my favorite animes, I want to say.
For me, it's up there. I wouldn't consider it in like my top 5.
Really? You're just a shitter.
You know what is in my top 5?
Stop.
Sword Art Online.
I muted you.
I'm not actually. I
muted you. Nobody heard what you just said.
Oh, okay. They'll hear on my end whenever I send you my track. Don't worry.
Yeah, they'll hear it on Cole end. But literally, I just muted you on the recording.
Anyways, so what I said was Sword Art Online.
I hate you.
Not actually, though. As much as I think it's overhated, I don't like it enough to actually be up there.
That's fair. What was I gonna say? Let's give some credit where credit's due, real quick. So, anime television series directed by Hiroyuki Imaishi. Written by Kazuki Nakashima. The music.
Hiroyuki Sawano.
Sawano.
What an insanely good composer.
What a crazy good composer.
What?
And studio, Trigger. Very nice. Which actually was one of the episodes. One of the episodes was called Trigger. Remember that, kids. That's going to be on the test later.
That's going to be on That's going to be on the bar exam.
When we hit episode 100 and we do one question from every single anime that we've ever reviewed, it's going to be on one of the questions. It's going to say,
I'm censoring that entire joke.
And it's going to be,
I'm going to censor that entire joke.
Why?
I'm not letting you say that.
I never said anything bad.
No, Connor. No.
Bigger.
Bad Connor. No. Stop.
Shut up. It was a good joke. It wasn't even bad.
Connor, you can't say that.
I can say that. I never said anything bad. I didn't even imply anything.
Yeah, I hate you.
Anyways, this is going to be the 4 categories, but there's going to be one question each. Prepare for episode 100, kids.
You think we're making it to 100 episodes?
Dude, yeah. How else are we going to review Neon Genesis? You got to wait all the way till 100, Cole.
I am not finishing this until we do a 6-hour review of Neon Genesis.
Yep.
I will literally talk about each episode for an hour.
It won't even be episode 100. Episode 100 is going to be the Neon Genesis special. We're going to have episode 99.5, and it's going to be some other thing, and that's when we're gonna do our test. It's gonna have 99 questions, and then we're gonna pose one question at the end of the Neon Genesis one, and it's gonna be like the most insane question ever.
Define
Like what?
insane.
It's gonna be like, what is the plot of Neon Genesis?
And you're gonna to me the ending of Evangelion.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have it so the best person in the comments section, we're gonna give them a cookie. Maybe we'll invite them on and they get to pick an anime of their choosing.
I think for the Neon Genesis episode, we just have as many guests as we possibly can.
Dude, absolutely. We're gonna have an insane amount of guests.
I'm not gonna say what my score will be for Evangelion, but I think you already know what it is.
It's gonna be high.
It's gonna be very high.
It's gonna be like a 10 or some garbage.
It's gonna be freaking 15. I love Evangelion so much. Oh, it's so good. It's such a good show. Because that's the show that, like, I wasn't into anime until I watched Evangelion. I've watched some anime until that point, but that was, I had an existential crisis because of Your Lie in April.
Mm-hmm.
But then I watched Evangelion. I was like, okay, I like this. This is dope. And so that's the one that really got me into anime.
Also, I think this is very crazy because there's different volumes of like the English thing, right? Made by different, like in different regions and stuff. So in Australia and New Zealand, the series is licensed by Madman Entertainment. Okay, and they have 3 volumes, and volume 1 is 1 to 9, volume 2 is 10 to 19, and volume 3 is 20 to 25.
Okay,
like 24 plus 25. But it's really crazy. It's really weird because there's just different amounts of volumes. Like the Japanese volumes, there's 1 to 9 volumes. English, we have 1 to 5 in one area, 1 to 3 in a different area, 1 to 5 in a different area.
Oh, okay, that's odd.
Yeah, very weird, very crazy.
Anyways, I think that's enough from us for today.
Oh, dude, you don't want me to talk to you about some of the songs? About the original soundtrack?
If you want to get into the soundtrack, I'm 100% down.
Okay.
We didn't really talk. Usually we talk about the soundtrack quite a bit.
In the beginning.
And we never really got into it.
We didn't really go over it.
I didn't think of that. Go for it.
Okay. Let's talk about the opening. The very first opening.
Hell yes. Best song in the entire show.
Was amazing.
Best song in the show. It was so good. It just starts off with that.
I'm even going to say, I liked the second opening, which I don't. You do not.
I don't.
I like it, so fuck you. It's good. It's a good one. I liked it.
Fine, but it's nothing compared to like the original, which is called Sirius, I believe. Sirius, so. Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh man, what an insane opener!
Dude,
so good,
so good.
That is insane. Some of the closers are like pretty solid too, but I just don't think they're as memorable as the 2 openings.
That is true.
And there's also that one song that plays during like all the fight scenes that make me want to shoot myself. But
I mean,
no, not the fight scene, the transformation scenes.
Oh, no, I like that one.
Oh, it gets so annoying. It's good. That's the problem. Is that it's good, but they've played it a million times, and it gets to be a bit much.
Dude, it's amazing. It's so good. Their soundtracks like absolutely nuts. Their soundtrack is insane.
It's beautifully composed.
Yeah, no, it's insane. It's so
So
it's probably one of my favorite anime soundtracks.
Oh, it's up there.
Along with Tengen Toppa or Gurren Lagann, which we will also have to review very soon.
Yeah, we will have to review that at some point.
Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann, I find, are like 2 sides of the same coin.
Except one has mechs.
Actually, that doesn't work because that means like they're the opposite. Basically, Gurren Lagann is very similar in the whole wacky zany stuff, but it's a little more plot driven in a sense of like seriousness, and it's a little more dark.
Yeah. Oh, what are my favorite
It's
soundtracks?
like, holy shit.
Kill la Kill is definitely up there just because I absolutely
Gurren Lagann
love how
was
funny it is.
unbelievably sad. I think I cried at the end of Gurren Lagann. I did not cry at the end of Kill la Kill though.
I don't think I ever frowned watching Kill la Kill.
What are you talking about?
I'm thinking of all the soundtracks.
Are you telling me when Senketsu was burning up in the atmosphere, you didn't get sad?
I was just trying to think of the physics of it. To be honest, I was kind of lost.
Okay, you're just like look at me, I'm a business major.
Sorry.
Dumbass.
What does that have to do with business at all?
I don't know. You're just a serious guy. Fucking get him out of here.
You say that, but I just laughed at Keko the Gecko for a solid 15 minutes.
True. Also, did you know Satsuki Kiryuin's 18?
Yes.
It makes sense because she's older. Older sister.
2 years and Yamagori's 20.
True.
He waited 2 years. So, big brain math.
That makes sense.
More like ooga booga brain math, but I gotta go easy on
If you had to guess, how old would Nui be?
Nui? She was created. She's probably like, I don't know, 16, 17?
She has to be like 17. Same area around like where Ryuko is. Because
she was made like just after, right?
She was made after, so she's actually younger
than
Ryuko.
I love how we're talking about music and somehow we got here.
Well, I just wanted to go over ages of people. But anyways, I think very fun, very funny. This show.
What is your favorite soundtracks?
My
go for it.
Favorite soundtracks. Okay. Like of Kill la Kill?
Go for like anime in general.
Oh, okay.
Soundtracks. I want to hear like 5 or so from you.
5 or so.
5 or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're about to get clapped then.
I'm
about to hit you with the hardest.
And I'm going to tell you
the
why you're
incorrect. Songs, like just the absolute best.
Go for it.
And they're undeniably the best. So you have Full Metal Alchemist, like Brotherhood, the first one, extremely good. You have Just Add Ice, the Black Clover opening, extremely good. Probably one of my favorite Naruto ones is Sign. Sign's the classic. The No Game No Life opening, insane, absolutely nuts. The Neon Genesis opening, of course.
Fuck yes. Okay.
The Tokyo Ghoul
Unravel
opening.
Oh, Unravel! I didn't even think of that. That's so up there.
Unravel, insane.
Absolutely nuts. Such
Paper
a good
Moon,
song.
Soul Eater, crazy good.
I've never been.
Paper Moon.
You know my thoughts on Soul Eater.
Yeah, I know your thoughts, bitch. Cowboy Bebop opening, of course. That's just a classic. Like you cannot like that. It's insane. Even the Blue Exorcist first opening is like pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like
I love the Blue Exorcist
Code Geass opening is actually really good.
Yes. Absolutely. Code Geass first opening is up
very
there.
Good.
It's so good.
The Naruto Silhouette opening, really good.
I still haven't watched Naruto, so
Silhouette was insane opening.
I'm too
Lovers
behind.
as well. Lovers, the Naruto opening was really good. Some of the Black Clover openings as well. Like the third one, Black Catcher, actually might be my favorite. It's either Just Add Ice or Black Catcher. Definitely like top, like just up there. Also, the third opening in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I kind of liked.
I never liked Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood's music that much. It was fine. It's not bad by any means, but I just don't think it was that extraordinary.
That's fair.
Like, I think when it comes to anime tunes, like my love for the Devil May Cry Baby soundtrack.
The Kill la Kill opening, extremely up there.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I think it takes my number 1. I think it takes my number 5 spot. Is Serious. Yeah. Would take it.
Insane.
Unravel is definitely going to be up there.
Also really good. There's so many.
But I think Miki the Witch from Devilman Crybaby soundtrack, that's going to be like number 3 or 2.
That was, oh my gosh. Hold on. I know exactly which one you're talking about. That was
It's the one where It's like a piano bass.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was
but
crazy.
they like really screw with it and make it super glitchy, and I loved it, and added like these super 80s style synths, and I loved it. It was so dope. I
Yeah, no, it's insane.
adored it. You know my love for that soundtrack.
Mhm.
I talked about it for like half an hour in the video you people will never see.
Yeah,
It's so good. It's so good. Oh my god. But yeah,
it's
number one,
nuts.
Cruel Angel Thesis, all day, every day. Like,
True,
oh man, what a dope ass opening.
man. I loved. I love the music. It's really good.
Because they really, something anime does so well is that they really
Mhm.
bring in like some good composers. Like they really, they understand that it makes a big difference.
Yes.
Like, how many shows did I watch the intro, listen to the intro song, and then I'm like, and turn it off?
True.
Like, the only reason I watched Toradora was because I was like bopping to the intro song. I was
The
like, this is
Totoro
stupid.
intro is okay. Not my favorite.
Like, I
It's
was
fine.
into it, and then that came on, and I was hyped. I don't know why. I think it's so fun. Like,
I really like the Wikipedia article because it says Ryuko, Satsuki, and others obtain martial arts superpowers from their clothes.
I mean, I guess
What do you mean martial arts superpowers? The
you just
fuck?
kick the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I've seen they have no form whatsoever. Even the guy who does kendo, he just kind of swings his stick around.
Huh. Apparently, it played on Adult Swim. I didn't know that.
I did play on Adult Swim. Well, it's very hard for like something like this to get played anywhere.
True. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Viceland Channel 4, which is only UK stuff, and then Adult Swim.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, I think about it because it would be
Mm-hmm.
so hard to find someone to actually like play, right?
Yeah, that's why
Everyone's
Netflix
gonna be
coming in clutch.
they're gonna do what they did with Attack on Titan, make them wear pants,
Yeah, unfortunate.
which I still don't understand.
I don't understand it
I
either.
thought I think it's all right. Now that we're here, what are we doing for the next podcast? Let's discuss.
All right, let's go with.
You want me to list a few off?
Are we going Torador?
We could if you want. It's not next up on my list, but like it's up there.
What's up? What's next up on your list?
I mean, Seven Deadly Sins, but I really don't want to review Seven Deadly Sins yet because I have some thoughts.
Dude, if we review Seven Deadly Sins, I'm gonna shit on it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna shit on it, and then I'm also gonna shit on the manga.
honestly fair.
You're gonna see me double shit on it.
We have Devil Part Timer. We have Maid Sama. We have Parasite, Promise Neverland. I don't think we want to do Promise Neverland yet, though.
I don't think so.
I think we should wait. I mean, we could do Your Lie in April, so I cry again. Because, man, I'm still not recovered from that. It's been, what, like 5 months? And I'm still like, why? All right, we'll figure it out. I think Toradora might be a good idea. But I think...
Hold on, I gotta just check how many episodes there are.
I think there's 25 or 26.
Easy. All right, easy.
Yeah, we can rip that up. We can rip that up in like 5 minutes flat.
Wait. Yeah, you've seen all Toradora, right?
I have, yes.
There isn't by chance a second hidden season, is there?
If you're looking on Crunchyroll, no, it's just the dub.
No. I'm just gonna check.
Is there actually? Because I would 100% watch that because I kind of like Toradora actually. We haven't had a negative score yet.
Unlikely to ever return. PogChamp, let's do it.
Which is sad because I really enjoyed it.
Sure, I enjoyed it too, but if they made a second one, I'd be pissed off because it's gonna be like, oh yeah, we made Seven Deadly Sins 2. It's like shit.
God damn it.
Guess it. God, I didn't like Seven Deadly Sins as much as the first season. I liked the first season. I was like, oh, it's pretty good.
First season is great, and then it goes straight off a cliff.
Then I'm like, oh, cool, I'm gonna shoot someone.
We need one. We haven't done a negative score yet, have we?
No, but it might be coming soon.
You want to do Soul Eater?
No, that's gonna be a positive score. It's gonna be positive goal.
Is it?
For me, it is.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. I love.
You're
Soul Eater.
on crack.
You're
if you
on
think
crack.
Soul Eater is good.
I'm gonna kill you.
How? How
Cole,
is it
Cole,
good?
Cole,
It's
Cole.
so bad. Name. You know what? Not yet. Not yet. We'll wait.
I'm gonna drop kick you.
We could do Cagaster of an Insect Cage because god.
I actually haven't seen that.
Yeah. Trust me, I'd rip on it. I have
We
thoughts.
could- yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'd
thoughts.
definitely rip on it too. Have you fucking seen it? Dude, you want to do Thus Spoke Ishibe Rohan?
I can't even pronounce that because of my impediment. So
Well, don't worry. It's basically okay. It follows the one of the characters from it's literally 3 episodes or 4 episodes right now. I don't know if they're releasing more as time goes on, but it's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, right?
I do.
This is one of the characters from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Did you just ask me if I'm familiar with the show with a bunch of shirtless men? Obviously.
Yes. And
is that even a
one
question?
of the characters, really a pretty cool character.
I thought they were aren't. Isn't that the point of the show?
All right, we have to cut that one out because you've just actually upset millions of people.
I don't actually know that much about it, to be honest with you.
Guys, he's sorry.
I'm sorry.
Apologize to the crowd.
Although I'm going to be honest,
That's
know
worse
about
than me saying any swear imaginable.
Or the joke you said earlier, which I'm definitely cutting out.
You just said was worse. You would get absolutely destroyed.
Oh no!
Because of what you said, more than what I said.
If we ever do JoJo, I feel like that's a show where we need some other people's opinions.
True. I'll pull my boy Tommy in here.
I don't know who Tommy is, but let's go.
I'll pull him in here. He's seen up to season 5. I don't know if we want to do that yet though, because it's not finished.
That's true. I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
We could do up to part 5, but that's a lot of parts to cover in one. If we want, we could do, because each part is called something different. So we could do each individual part, and those could be very quick episodes, actually.
We could. We'll think about it. But I think
they'd be easy to watch-ish.
Kind of. I ripped through 25 episodes in 2 days? Yeah.
Yeah. See, the thing is, part 1, Phantom Blood, is 6 episodes or something.
Oh.
Part 2, Battle Tendency, is 26 or something. Then Stardust Crusaders is 50-ish.
Jesus.
And then it would be Diamond is Unbreakable, also probably around 50-ish, 40-ish, something like that. Actually, maybe not. Which is Diamond is Unbreakable?
We'll get there when we get there. We'll figure it out.
It's a lot.
So, are we going with Toradora? It's up to you. I've already seen it, so it's really up to you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
We'll do Toradora. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Diamond is Unbreakable has 39 episodes. This is the one where the stands and characters are named after songs and songwriters.
Oh, that's right, eh?
So I think you would really enjoy this one actually, and it has a pretty nice soundtrack. Pretty cool. But yeah,
I do know the intro.
Very first season, Phantom Blood. Okay.
Season.
Okay.
Season.
Phantom Blood has 9 episodes.
Okay. Yeah. So that we can do that eventually.
So we can watch all of Phantom Blood and talk about that. Then Battle Tendency is. Let's see. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 episodes is Battle Tendencies.
Are these different? These are the different parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Also, there's re-edited version and there's an actual version. I'm looking at Crunchyroll. In part 1, it's literally episode 1, it's called like episode 1 part 1 Phantom Blood, okay? And we can watch all of Phantom Blood in 1 hour 45 minutes basically with that. And we can watch
do
all
that
of
live.
part 2
You can do that live and get copyrighted again.
True. Hey guys, sorry, but we're probably not going to be recording too much more. You know how it is.
I have 7 cease and desist letters. They've come from my house.
But yeah, there is 48 episodes of the Stardust Crusaders.
Okay.
And let me tell you something actually about 48 episodes of Stardust Crusaders. There's parts to this where there is, Crunchyroll, because it's all Stardust Crusaders, but they split up into 2 where like there's one kind of half that's like about tarot cards and they're trying to get to Egypt, and then the other half is not tarot cards. They do Egyptian gods as most of the stand names, and that's the battle in Egypt part where they're actually in Egypt fighting people.
Okay, yeah, that one's going to take a bit. I feel like we'll get to there when we get to there.
Yeah, no, especially because the ending, like, you know who Dio is? You know how Dio's the bad guy?
Yeah. I know like some of the characters.
There's 3 entire episodes called Dio's World, and in those episodes, that's all the final fight against Dio, and a little bit more in Long Journey Farewell, My Friends, which is the last episode. So them fighting the final villain is like 4 episodes long.
Oof.
And each fight against someone typically takes more than 1 episode.
Also, I'm looking at the scores right now. Devilman Crybaby was a 7. Blue Exorcist came to 7.3. Like that's like the total scores. Kill la Kill is 16.8. We more than doubled it.
That makes sense though.
So we think that Kill la Kill is better than Devilman and Exorcist combined.
Yes.
Somehow I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah, no, there's no debating that.
Like,
it's just true.
Oh, man. I really didn't like Devilman, did I?
I didn't really.
I loved the soundtrack though. I don't know.
I liked it actually.
I liked
it more than the other one, which is weird.
Blue Exorcist?
I thought I was gonna like Blue Exorcist more, and I was like, eh.
I did. I gave it like more than double a score. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think I disagree with it. I just think looking back, that's not what I expected going into the shows.
Yeah.
But like, Kill la Kill was a weird one because like, it's hard to look at it from an analytical point of view.
I feel like I was very harsh on Blue Exorcist, and I don't know why.
I feel like I also was.
But like, because I feel like
a lot less harsh than you.
I feel like I should have given it a higher score, but
I think I provoked you, and that's why you lowered it.
Yeah, you did provoke me.
I pissed you off, and you're like, you know what, 2.8.
Yeah, what was it before? It was a 3.
It was a 3 point something, and you're like, you know what, no.
Can I revert that?
Nope.
Shit.
That's not what we do here.
I have a question. If I rewatch it, can I revert it?
We'll see. Maybe we'll do like Redux reviews.
Dude, on the 100th episode, we'll go over everything we've reviewed, and then we'll make changes adjustingly if we've seen everything. We watched it. Well, yeah, we'll rewatch all of them.
I am not doing that. We'll rewatch one at a time, but we'll do it live.
Okay.
I'm down for that. Actually.
Terrifying.
That is terrifying.
But anyways.
Because I'm going to need a lot of Coke energy, not a sponsor.
I'm going to need a lot of Coke energy as well.
Damn it.
Damn it. Anyways,
that's all from me tonight, I think.
That's all from me as well. It's a good podcast, guys.
Okay.
For all of you at home who stuck around to this point, thanks. By the way, I can't wait for you guys to be hearing this, like the recording, and it's gonna be like, oh, all right, let's check out the 25th episode, and that's like, all right, we've checked out the 25th episode. Because literally, it's just gonna be like, because we're probably gonna have to.
All you're gonna hear is beep,
Yeah. We do not have the rights for that.
We do not have the rights for any of that music.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
A lot of it was playing on my end. Actually, we could probably keep Cole's perspective because he didn't hear jack shit.
Yeah, the audio will probably be.
Was literally blind.
I'm recording my own track just in case mine gets corrupted on your end, and then I'm also recording Zoom audio.
Yes.
It kind of sounds like trash. The problem with the Zoom audio is that if you cut out on my end, it still cuts you out.
Okay.
So
yeah,
but I don't think you cut out during the 25th episode, so we might just slap this audio in and it might just sound a bit different.
True.
Probably not sound as good.
Yeah, we can just slap that audio in for the 25th episode part. And it's basically just going to be me talking about the episode and you being like, yeah, true. And you just saw stuff. Indeed. But man, I don't get how you don't love the end part.
Like the actual end or the 25th episode?
24.
I don't know. I was a little underwhelmed.
You were underwhelmed? But man, I love that. I love Kill la Kill. It's very nice.
Great show. That's our best one so far.
Best one so far. Can't wait till we do Toradora and then I shit on it.
I really hope you don't, because I really like Toradora.
Yeah, no, I'm probably gonna like it too. It's cute, it's funny, but I can't wait until I shit on it. Dude, I destroyed Blue Exorcist for no good reason.
That's true. I mean, I did the same thing with Devilman, but
yeah,
I was just like, you think maybe I was just tired of watching it?
Dude, that's how Blue Exorcist made me feel. I was
just like, I am so sick of these fucking characters.
Me, when I was like rewatching a certain part during the podcast, because I was like, oh, I want to refresh my thing. So I was checking out episode 23, and there was a moment where I just went completely silent, just like, yeah, because I was just completely zoned out. It captured me. It caught me multiple times because I wanted to check out some stuff of like, especially in episode 25, because I've never seen it before. So when I was watching that, there was just parts where I was completely silent, like.
Well, I zoned out like a few times, and I was just like, "Oh, this is pretty deep."
Yeah.
I can't hear anything, but like, it looks good.
Yeah, dude, not being able to hear and seeing Mako do her little like her Mako-ness. Yeah, with like the angel choir comes in out of nowhere, and then like she like transforms her body into different shapes and pulls props out of nowhere to explain what's going on.
Which at times 2 speed.
Yeah, in her own weird thing, but also you couldn't hear it, and it was at 2 times speed.
Yeah, it was
so literally everything was going ape shit,
which was basically just the normal show at times 2 speed.
Yes,
it was the same thing. I felt like I was having a heart attack.
True.
I was like, oh, something I took finally kicked in.
Thank you. Cole.
One too many Coke energy.
One too many Coke energies. It's
not
weird,
sponsored
because it looks like Ryuko and her sister kind of split up in episode 25. It kind of makes me sad because they both kind of went off to do their own thing, even though they just got reunited. That's why it made me happier seeing the whole like Elite Four stalking them on their little date where they're like hanging out, because that was cute, and they were like together at last, you know. I was like, oh.
I'm under the impression that after credit scene happened after episode 25. That's what I'm going with.
Is a great that makes sense. That does make sense.
Because she had the short hair at the end
anymore, really, and they're wearing like street clothes. And
at the end of episode 25, short hair. Yeah, that's what I'm going off of.
So I guess that makes it a lot happier because now I know that they actually do still talk to each other and are like, hey.
Now it's a 9.
Dude, I know. Hop up on the 9 train.
No, I can't. I stick with my scores.
7 point something?
7.8.
You bitch.
Which is more than we gave like both of the other scores combined.
I know, it's insane. It's crazy what happens when you watch a good anime.
I still think both of those shows are good. It's just
I do think they're good. No, this is what happens when you watch.
I feel the problem with Devilman is that
incredible anime.
The only reason I like Devilman is because Rio and soundtrack. That's it.
Rio and soundtrack are where a lot of my points.
Rio is
Actually, no,
fly
I
as
like,
shit.
I like some of the characters a little more.
I know they could all.
I liked
they're all
a lot of them.
disposable.
I also actually really liked their art style. Blue
Yeah.
Exorcist was pretty plain.
It just
There wasn't like any. It didn't look like they had as much fun as they could have because they were trying to be way too serious.
yeah.
But then like, I don't know, and most of the designs of like certain things were just stupid.
It looks like like those videos on YouTube
Most of the
that
demons
like
just kind of sucked.
like what's his name? It's a comedian on YouTube there that does skit comedy, and he does the animations where it's like the motion capture, but it's really shitty motion capture.
We talking Bird?
What?
Where he draws little bird characters. And he does.
I have no idea what that
I don't know
is.
what the fuck motion capture is. Fuck that.
Oh, motion capture is like where they put all like those fucking spot things over the body, and then the camera captures it and then makes the character move that way. Yeah. You ever watch like the Detroit Become Human behind the scenes? Yeah, basically like that.
Okay.
Well, that's what it looks like. It is. Yeah. But like really bad and like looks 2D, and it's just awesome. Hilarious because it just makes the videos 10 times funnier.
Cool. I'll have to check that out.
I'll send you a video later.
You're talking about. But anyways, yeah. So that's all, folks.
All right.
That's our definitive kill the kill ranking and our definitive Goku tier list. Wait, do you have any kerfuffles with the tier list?
Honestly, I kind of agree for the most part. I have a couple with like the A, B tier that I might switch around, but besides that, I kind of agree.
All right, start switching them.
Now? Shit, what was your A tier?
Dude, you know what? I even remember?
You know what? I'll look up a list of them and I'll see if I can
look at a list of the Goku uniforms.
I'll find a list and I'll see if I can make a tier list either tomorrow or the next day.
If I did the second ones, like
we'd be here all night.
Goku uniform, like tier 2-star ones, I would be here to like till January 7th.
3021.
3021. Dude, 2112. Great.
21.
Great album. What's up?
Nothing. You're good.
Okay. Why are you just making fun of me?
No, it is pretty good.
Stinking bitch.
It is pretty good though.
I thought that was a great album.
All right. That's enough for me for the night.
Yeah. All right.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Watch Kill la Kill.
Watch Kill la Kill.